direction than Soulja Man's 2018.
Woo.
Oh,
Soulja Man.
Oh, he did that for. I thought it was a joke.
No, he was dead serious.
No, he was serious.
He's gonna be Soulja Man now.
Yeah, Soulja Man now.
No way.
Yeah, listen, you gotta level up, okay? You can't be.
You heard Sierra?
2019.
2019 can't be a boy forever. You gotta be a man. You gotta,
It took you how long?
Okay.
Okay, carry on.
How old is he now? Like 40?
Damn.
I don't know. How old is he?
Nah, I don't think
That's not that
But
old.
listen.
Before we go down the rabbit hole.
So they go ride this boy.
We would.
You know, a lot of great things is happening for the city right now. You feel me? I don't know if people are seeing it, or you know, it's still on the depth into a lot. But for those who know, a lot of changes is happening in the city. And you know, you made a post yesterday that you know I really felt like people really need to hear that. You feel me? It's time.
Which post? Which post?
The one about.
Cause I've been dropping.
Yeah, I know. I see. You feel me?
I got
Let me go and look.
I got pressure.
It was a post about, you know, if you're not part of the problem, if you're not part of the solution, you're definitely the problem. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I
That's
think
self-evident, right?
Right.
That's, you know what I mean?
So, where did that come from?
I mean, it's
You know, because
just-
people gonna ask, but I feel like to ask is like, come on. If you've been in the city the last at least 10 years minimum, even the last 3 years, yo,
know us.
it's like, come on now.
Felt that.
You seen
felt
it.
that.
You've been on the
And
scene.
it. So I think really what came about, that's just me leaving the studio 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm just seeing the energy that's going on at the crib. And I'm like, I don't really like the energy. I can't really appreciate it because it's like y'all not appreciating what we got going on. Y'all not appreciating our melting pot. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like it's too many people that got access to the little outlets that we do have that are trying to create blocks. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, we got a whole new young generation that's coming up. We got a whole generation that's been grinding, that's getting in better positions, that's doing big things. And it's like, it's not about riding nobody's wave, but it's about supporting. You know what I mean? And it's like, any way that you could help the support, that's what you're supposed to be about.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's not like putting too much on anybody's shoulder at the crib. You know what I mean? That goes for artists, that goes for promoters, that goes for DJs. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to put too much on any one person or blame the responsibility, but it's like, if you know what you do, you know what you bring to the table, I feel like you're always supposed to keep home team in mind, and you're supposed to make it happen.
Keep home team in mind. That's the key thing though, because people start to kind of branch out. And there's two things. So keeping home team in mind, but before that, you mentioned about what is? Oh my gosh, ADHD is real, y'all. But no, for real, no. But you mentioned about showing the love, showing the support. Like people really don't realize, like, we all have our own fan base. There is somebody, there is a fan, there is a client, there is a customer out there for everybody. Me sharing or supporting your tape, your single, your event that you DJing at tonight is not going to take away from me.
Exactly.
And I don't know where or what got brainwashed in the people, because like
It's a cycle, man. I mean, if you feel like you been stepped on, the next person gonna get stepped on. And I understand that. That's what I'm trying to. That's why I feel like it's great for me, myself, a person like DJ Meat, to have a conversation. Us, with all us doing different things in Miami, we need to have a conversation because everybody coming from a different angle. Everybody got a different perspective. You know what I mean? Meat might feel a certain way. Young Bree might feel a certain way, so on and so forth. You know what I mean?
So see, I do feel a certain way, but you know, I learned to be honest, I learned that I can't speak on everything. Even though I want to, I understand a lot of people not gonna see it the way I see it. I've been around more than anybody, you know, a lot of people have. I've been in any spot.
Believe that.
You feel me? So I know what the hell I'm talking about, but some people don't know how to take that. You feel me?
And that's why I say we gotta break the barrier. Because if DJ Meat don't voice his opinion or voice how he feel, that might do wonders. That might help the city. That might help a bunch of artists right now. That might help a cameraman right now. Who knows?
Somebody.
But what I'm trying to say is, we can't be sensitive. We can't be numb to it. We gotta approach it because it's hurting our city. It's hurting what we got going on. All the talent, just like she said, 2018. Just from the last 5 years, we had so many artists that done broke barriers for the city, and we gotta shed light on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's supposed to be bigger than what it is.
It is supposed to be.
So we gotta get to the core of the problem. You know what I mean?
And what do you feel is the core?
The core of the problem is like I say, I don't think it's conversations. We not we not rectifying the situation. We gotta get to it and solve it. Like, everybody mad at somebody. Everybody saying that this person ain't doing their job and this person ain't doing their job. What's your job?
Right.
Just focus on your job.
But no, but see, that's not that's the problem too. Though. Like, just focus on your job, when you just focus on yourself, that's a
What
problem.
you do.
You know why I'm saying that?
Talk to me.
Because if my job is a DJ, if I'm just working by myself, I'm a hot DJ, this and that. I'm only focused on myself. I'm not trying to help you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not helping you. I'm not helping nobody. You know what I'm
But
saying?
when I say that, I think, all right. I
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, we
Focus on my
gotta
job
dissect
and do what I'm supposed to do.
Right. I think we just gotta, let me dissect the statement. When I say do your job, I mean as far as like you say, not just focusing on yourself, like I'm just gonna do my job. But when I say that, like I said, we all hold a personal responsibility to the crib. So what DJ Meat does is, hey, this is a new artist, this is new music. You give the people the lane to let them know this how you bring me new music.
So
This how you do it. Yeah, this how you send the record. This how you tag your music. This how you do certain things. You gotta instruct people. Like, you got so many people nowadays, especially right now in this era. Anybody can wake up and be an artist. Anybody can go.
Yep.
You might walk through the door and fall right now.
No talent.
It go viral. I gotta make a song about it.
No talent needed.
Cause now my song just sold 1 million on iTunes. So this is what's going on right now. So you gotta respect the fact that this person might not know. She might not know how to do a drop for DJ Meat.
Right.
She just might know my song, how I'm in the club, get the fuck out of my way. You know what I mean?
But no, honestly, that's the truth. Because a lot of people don't know the particulars of music, of the business. You know what I mean? They just know how to go and record.
If
Take
it pop, it pop.
Right, that's it. They don't
But
know.
people
they
gotta
don't
also
know
be
the
willing to
second
listen
step.
though.
Yeah,
That's the thing, though.
That's the other. So it's
that's
like
the give and
that's
take.
one part.
Yeah.
That's the give and take.
And it's like, okay, you can instruct, you can help, you can, so, and then the other people need to be able to understand, I don't know it all. Just because I'm popping, my followers is growing, these people reaching out to me, you still need to listen. And also, us, like, that are, people that are in position, I think we also need to take the time and tactfully, and I'm gonna say tactfully, because sometimes people are sensitive, but call somebody out if you see somebody like, yo, why did you, or even ask, you don't have to call them out, be like, yo, give them a call and say, hey, like you said, conversation. Yo, like, people that are putting on events.
Right.
Like, yo, why did you just, why didn't you reach out to X, Y, and Z?
Right.
They in the city. Why did you just do all of this for people, and there are people that are afraid to have that conversation. I'm going to tell you why. Because they're like, damn, so-and-so's putting on this event. This is how, I just got to kind of, I don't want to say ride the wave, but let me just keep it copacetic here because I don't want to rub them the wrong way because I don't know when I'm going to need them. Instead of really doing what right is right, wrong is wrong.
I mean, like I said, that everything got to be dissected. Yeah. It's so deep and it's so, because now we on another topic right now. Now we talking about a promoter bringing in a artist, and now we talking about the whole city erupting because they like, oh, y'all groupies, oh, y'all booked this person, oh.
But see, that was going on. That's happening. That's actually what's happening.
But
like
it's something that we got to work on. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
It's a give and take thing.
But
it's a give and take thing because now you got to look at it from an artist perspective. We look at it like if a major artist come in our city, we need to show them we got our city popping. We want to get our records played.
But you know what made that happen? The people, the fans that's requesting the DJ to play your song every night. You feel me?
I agree.
That's where it comes from. You feel me?
Circle of life, Mufasa,
but
niggas.
they don't understand.
They don't understand that. You feel me?
So
as
that's why
as a
you gotta
promoter,
dissect this
as
stuff.
a promoter, your thing is numbers, the door. You feel me?
Straight up.
If I bring in Lil Durk, I know I have to pay a little extra, but I know for sure that my door gonna do some numbers.
Right.
Versus I pull in a young Chad from Miami, 62nd Street. He got a little following, what's his
But
name? He
they're
got the
not-
songs, but
Right,
They
but it
don't
may
show
not
up
do
to
the
that
numbers that
level.
you expect
Right.
the dirt to do.
exactly.
We should understand that.
But some people
Everybody should
don't though.
understand
You know that? I hear that coaches all the time. Oh, that's fucked up. He could put me on. I'm hot. Listen, you hot in your area.
Right.
And this person is being booked from out of town. Obviously, he's hot in a couple spots. You feel me?
Okay.
It ain't just no. You feel me?
And I, like I say, that's some of this stuff should be self-evident, but if it ain't,
If it ain't.
in certain cases, if it ain't,
If
It
it ain't.
clearly isn't. There's a problem.
yeah, it
Okay.
clearly isn't right.
Yeah.
But just the stuff we gotta have these conversations about.
Mhm.
What I mean when I say the conversations, I mean we can't shut these people down because
Mhm.
they still trying.
Still trying.
They just don't have the knowledge. They still trying. They not an artist that been seasoned or been out here so know what's going on. They looking and seeing what they see. The reason why I got so much compassion for it is because I was them same artists.
You was there.
I
yeah.
know. Me and DJ Meat done bumped heads plenty of times
Yeah.
because we don't agree on certain
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
I say, hey man, why you ain't playing this? Hold on, breathe, goddamn. Now we ain't talking. But it took conversation. It took for him to sit me down. It took for me to sit him down. Breathe, you gotta understand. This what we doing. This how I get paid. That I know how you get paid, but this how I.
You gotta understand.
I understand that now. We came to a common ground.
Right.
Everybody in Miami knows everybody. I don't care if it's
Bruh.
my brother know you, my cousin know you. Everybody in Miami know everybody, and that's the part that hurt the most.
And that's the problem. You know why? Because I seen dudes record in the same studio
Bruh.
and have never put out a song together.
Right.
Now, how you do that? Y'all cross paths every day. Y'all supposed to be artists. You feel me?
Disconnection.
You feel me? It is. It isn't. There's no problem between them. It's just they don't do music together. Why? Y'all doing the same type of music. Not to say y'all on the same level, but y'all doing the same type.
Yeah.
You feel me? Same genre.
It's like I said, it's in the disconnection, man. Everybody gotta have these conversations, man. We gotta sit down. People gotta open the lines of communication. Up to the OGs, to the young generation. Cause the young generation, they got their feelings as well.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
let me ask you something, because you are a part of the older generation.
Right,
And the new generation at the same time.
right.
When you hear that, you feel me? And you done plenty of records with a lot of artists.
Mhm.
How do you feel when you hear that? You feel me?
When you say what you mean, how I feel, like
Like when they say, oh,
they categorize me in a certain.
yeah, and the simple fact that they say the older people don't come back, or
Right,
you feel
right.
me?
That's why I say, like, I'm connected with both. You know what I
Right.
mean? I understand the older generation, but I also understand what the younger generation going through. That's what I was getting ready to touch on. Like, when I say that, it's already backlash with them.
It is.
It's a lot of backlash when it comes to the younger generation.
It's not even backlash. It's kind of no respect at all now.
Right, right,
That's sad. Like,
right. But like I say, I feel like more so it comes from it's cause and effect. You know what I mean?
Right.
These young dudes, I know for a fact because I'm out there. I'm in the dirt with them. So I know it's a lot of young dudes
Hear it.
Get it
who've
out
been
the
in the
mud.
studio, who've been grinding, hard work, sweating. Guess what? The game just took a whole 360. It's their world because it's all about the internet. That's what they grew up on. That's what they know. So they can do tricks, they can do numbers, they can do whatever they want to do, but they build a fan base and they do it now. So a lot of stuff that we needed, they don't need.
Right.
So that's why I say it's a disconnect. But they still got to understand this foundation is strong, the older generation, because they know how to get to the money too. So we both got to come at a common ground. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's certain doors that need to be open. That's what I'm saying. Like, the younger generation have their backlash because they feel like they grinded for so long and couldn't get on the way that the older generation got on. They had to find their own lane. So now this create the turmoil. You know what I mean? Like, it just got to be discussed. It got to be opened up.
But everything is different now though, because back in the day there was no Instagram famous getting famous.
Exactly.
Like you had to go out there and hustle and sell
Definitely
CDs
Exactly.
and
Like, yo, my brother,
release-
my brother.
Right.
Straight up. And I know this.
I look like so and so calling me waiting to see
And
if he
I-
comes out soon I can holler at him.
And then here's the back. That's part of the backlash because now we telling them what we had to go through.
Yeah.
They don't give
Well,
a.
fuck, 'cause
I
it's not
know.
relatable to them. It's
Why
just
y'all
like-
telling us that?
I know.
We go hard on the
I got
internet.
100,000 followers
Exactly.
on Instagram.
They worked
I'm
hard for
popping.
they worked hard for their 100K.
Yeah.
you can also buy those. So
I
I wouldn't even say
understand
that.
I'm not here to argue about
Okay,
that part.
yeah,
I'm
no.
just saying what they're standing on. And it's just like I say, we just gotta come to a mutual respect because they do know how to wake up in the morning and get 100,000 followers. They know how to get 3 million views.
Now, I'm gonna ask you because you've also been around artists that have been established, and I've heard this because from being at different events and listening to up and coming artists, they always feel like artists that have made it, they always feel some kind of way that the artists haven't really like kind of either collabed or come back and
Help
done
them
something.
out.
Yeah, and I will say this. I felt like that once till I sat in a meeting with an artist that was signed to a label, and no matter how many Miami or Broward artists you mentioned, the label wanted you with this person, and it was one of those things that it made me realize, like, yo, like we can be mad at these artists, but at the same time, they still gotta kind of
They got
abide by.
obligations.
They got obligations, and I was like, yo, but you know what? The average person doesn't understand that. They're not gonna see that.
I mean, I'm under a different umbrella. I can't speak for every artist in Miami that done been successful or been put on a plateau, but for the artists, a lot of people, if y'all don't know, I'm a MMG artist. I come from under Rick Ross label. Rick Ross has almost done features and videos with majority of the local artists down here that's pushing to get somewhere. We could pull it up, could do the track. I can't speak for everybody else, but I know it's also other artists that done help, like in my career, that done help me, the older artists that's successful, whether it's gyms, whether it's come open this show up, whether it's, hey, come sit down and chop it up with me. So I'm not sure where that come from and how that come because I just reciprocate what I saw. So if I could help these young artists in any way, it's features, it's videos, I'ma come out. And it's like that. But I mean, like I say, that's why I got best of both worlds. I'm blessed. But I need everybody else to have the same knowledge. I want everybody else to have the same knowledge because it's vital to our Miami music scene. Like, it's so much that's meshed into our Miami music scene that we gonna miss out on a big opportunity because the torch goes around, man. Like, city to city, state to state, market to market. And Miami we're a city that don't turn off. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if people finna come and party here. They finna come play their new music here. They need our DJs. They need our strip clubs. They need our party scene. Whatever it is, we don't turn off. And we gotta capitalize off that. Like, it just don't make sense. Like, if you're an artist and you done traveled, check in. Let me know if I'm tripping. If you're an artist and you done went to other cities, you done went anywhere else, like me and Kesey was having a conversation about this earlier, like, I done been to Atlanta where you ain't gonna hear nothing but Atlanta music in they clubs.
And you're not gonna hear the Atlanta music that you hear on the radio.
And you're not gonna hear it down here. It's the local artists.
The local artists.
It's stuff that we haven't heard.
But you know what? The people, the consumer, the fans, the regular, club goers, they the ones that enjoy
They choose
music.
this.
You feel
They
me?
choose this. They the popular demand.
Right. Because you know why? You hear the same songs, real local on mainstream radio in their city.
So they hypnotized.
They hypnotized with it. It ain't just, you gotta go find a local music hype. Listen,
Here you gotta go find it here.
Some people hit me up about local music. Hey,
Right.
boy, I don't know where to get it from.
I don't know what's right.
Or people come in here and they're like, yo, who's that? Like, I remember we played people back to back to back, and it's like, and those are the moments I like to see because it's like, yo, like.
So how we work towards a solution for that?
It's coming. MiamiTop20.co. Yeah, Miami Top 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like, actually, to be honest, this website been around since 2013. I created it in 2013.
Okay.
You probably remember saying this shit.
Yep.
For the same reason, I've been such a long time ago. Yo, we need a pipeline for Miami music.
Right.
Clean, especially clean music.
Yeah.
Our artists can start putting out radio.
Radio music. Okay.
It still be your thing, but put out a radio version to it.
Radio edit.
Because you know why?
You never know
When I send out email blasts, I get back, college DJs.
Radio.
The radio DJs. Oh, I can't play. Shit hot, but I can't play it.
Facts.
Because it's not clean. You feel me? So I really encourage artists in the city to learn how to clean up your music, register your music. You feel me? Make sure it's ready to go. Like you can't complain about the radio not playing your music if it's not radio ready.
Right.
What?
Right. That's
not even mastered. You're like, what is that in the background?
Can I ask a question? I'm sure it's probably been done before, but when is the last time you had like a panel get together, like people like you and other popular DJs, artists that and sit down and invite these
on a credible
up
scale?
and coming.
On a credible scale, it's been a long time since.
Because a lot of it is just simple lack of knowledge. Like, how do you not know when you get your music from your producer, you need a clean version? Like, how are you gonna miss and try and get it on the radio if you're not even, you know what I mean? Like,
Right,
that's simple
right.
knowledge. Like, these guys have to be educated because everyone just wants
But
to
no,
be a star.
We got to come in there. We actually have a panel coming.
Panel.
Perfect.
Yes, we have a panel coming
Dope.
to
Dope.
the really discuss the music business, not just the music. You feel me? It's
Right.
bigger than that
This is
because now we got
the
we got to get
marketing,
played. We got to get paid for our music.
Yeah, and that's the it's just that's the point, man.
That's the whole
Yeah.
point. You're getting
Yeah.
paid for your music, your
We
craft.
We gotta understand we beating ourselves up too much before we can even get to the money, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We not allowing people that's getting to the next step. I can name several artists that have been through the next lane that can open doors for other artists or can open doors for other people and other jobs and situations, but we not supporting it. Or we tearing it down before it even get a chance to build up. So we gotta work better, man. You know what I'm saying? That's really my whole point behind those posts, and you know what I'm saying? It gotta be a better pipeline built.
It do. It has to be. You feel me? It has. And see, my thing too, and I see a lot of it now. Some real shit. I see PRs stressing. Pay this. Pay for that. Pay that. You gotta pay. You gotta pay this.
Yeah.
I see the producers, the
Yeah.
engineers. Everybody's
Yeah.
about we gotta cut that check, cut that check,
Yeah.
cut that check.
Yeah.
But as soon as the DJ say that shit,
It's
Oh, y'all need to
It's
strip
true.
it.
okay.
that nigga told me
Okay.
last night what
You
the
tripping, boy.
club ain't even thick like that.
Okay.
So what the fuck that mean? You gonna play a record, right?
Anybody in your house you still
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, it's real.
bro, like that shit is crazy. Like, bro, like I
That was real.
I don't get it.
We like I say, we got.
It's even a fact though.
Yeah, man, it's hard. It's hard out here, man, because everybody got different perspectives. So imagine how many people feel like how DJ Meat feel as far as DJ.
Even the graphic designer, listen, the graphic designer, we better pay that graphic designer. He gonna expose you. Listen, but I seen cameramans exposing artists now.
Yeah.
You feel me?
They doing it.
But soon as DJ do it, boy, the DJ boy is some other
But
shit.
see, it all goes back to the point of understanding the business because I've been telling artists like you gotta understand you need a gauge a budget. You need to because you're gonna reach a point. You are at a point where you're like you don't want to be doing stuff for free, but you can't also just fully. There's people that are going to come and help you, but you gotta also understand you gotta at some point spend money to make money.
Yeah.
Everything is basically
Shout
an
out to
investment
Doogie.
into your career.
Yeah.
Shout out to Doogie. Doogie, salute you, man. And it's not just, it's not
Do
pay to,
what it do.
I don't think it's play to pay. It's, you gotta pay for a service. You feel me? 'Cause a lot of niggas don't have no services. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I hate answering the phone.
We all gotta pay for services.
services is a thing you gotta pay for. You feel me? Like, showing love is one thing. Let's answer the phone real quick. Let's see the call. Come on.
Going to the line.
Press the button.
Going to the lines.
Press the
Hit the button.
Turn it up.
Hit the button. Press
What's
the
up?
SNDS Radio, what's going on with you?
Hit it.
SNDS Radio,
It's on.
No Limit Studios.
Oh, there you go. Go ahead, talk.
Hello? Yeah, I hear you. What's going on with you, man? Talk to me. Who this is?
It's Reek.
Rick?
Reek.
Oh, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
You live right now on the radio, Young Breed. Talk to me.
Yeah, what's good with this, man?
What it do? What it do?
What's going on? I mean, I'm listening to y'all talk, like, I just thought about it, I just feel like, why don't y'all get together and y'all host something for the up-and-coming artists, so they could, like, put their talent out, they could, you know what I'm saying, like,
Right.
tell them, like, oh, they need that, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I done seen 100,000 open mics
Oh,
all
wow.
2018.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I done seen them. I
I've
ain't
been
gonna
to a
lie.
few.
I don't think that's a big like problem solver right there. That's easy to do. I don't think, you know what I mean? But I think what he's saying is he want like people like us. He want more
People that- yeah.
influential
Who can
people.
actually help?
And see that, and that's what I
in a
mean.
way.
Like people,
Right,
that,
right.
people who has an influence. Like I seen you. You're right. You've seen a bunch of them, but you haven't yet seen credible ones.
Right,
You
right,
feel
right.
me?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see it, it'd be like an annual thing. Like, I may be wrong, but that's what I see on my Instagram. Like, it'd be for an annual.
But no,
I feel
but
like
listen.
it's something that's like weekly. You feel what I'm saying?
Boy,
like,
let me ask you this: have you ever been to a SNDS radio, SNDS USB party?
nah.
Those are quarterly, and those are free for artists, and we get like information. So it's like y'all really got to take the chance, the time to
You gotta
look up
take the
information yourself.
initiative. Yeah, you
Because
gotta
it's there.
take the initiative. You gotta know what's going on. But it also go back to we gotta show the city the power heads.
Right.
They gotta know who out here. So many people saying, yeah, pay me for this and pay me for this. But like you say, a great word that me keep using is credible. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people is taking money out of these artists' pocket,
For no
and y'all
reason.
ain't credible.
Incredible.
And y'all telling these artists to do this, and y'all telling artists to do this, and how y'all should spend money over here, and it's for your personal use. Like,
Right.
don't play with people's career, man.
Nah, not at all. And see, I've had a conversation too. Like people don't disclose certain DJs, this and that, but that's not my job or my place to tell you what to spend your money.
Right,
You
right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? All I can do is give you direction from what
Advice,
you feel me? Advice from
direction,
how
what
I would do it.
Right, right, right.
But see, it's up to the artist to take
Knowledge.
it. You feel me?
Y'all, artists need knowledge, bro.
Right.
You gotta know what's going on out here, man.
And sometimes on some real shit, you got to take it upon yourself to do your research. Like if a DJ, you got to figure out what a DJ is doing, what his schedule is weekly,
Right.
who is he helping.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how far can he help you? You feel me? Before you even invest $1 in somebody.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's the whole thing. If you can't do it yourself, then you will, outsource your work.
Yeah, it's a tug of war. Like I say, man, I just feel like
I mean,
it's
I pay attention to it a lot. Like I done heard like, how Sam Sneak was working in the strip club and broke Ross record like 5 times in one night. You know what I'm saying? When he was really supposed to break it like one time. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the artist needs to push it through the DJs first. That's how I look at it. I'm just on the hard side looking in, like. That's just how I see. I feel like push it through a Lucky C, Sam Sneak, Bo Easy. You know what I'm saying? Me. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's rocking like that, that's basically how it's gonna get paid on plays, and that's how it's gonna blow up. That's how I look at it.
right, right. Like I said, everybody got their own angle and their own perspective of it. Because just like Meat was saying, true enough, you can get these DJs the record, but it's about the people and what they demanding. So now, like I said, it's a push and a pull. It's a tug of war. We all got to give each other a little.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
'Cause you could give me the record, and I play
And
the
you
record
can run it 100 times.
100 times.
I was gonna ask
if
you that.
If you're not out here working it and trying to help you,
Now,
it's never gonna go
It ain't
nowhere.
gonna
now
work.
let me ask you this, me. Do you? What
Unless
if
it's
you,
a
what if,
real crazy
I was
single.
gonna say, what if you get a record and it's not hot, but they pay you to play it?
No, I don't take it.
Perfect. Okay, that's
I've
good.
been out here too long.
You
Right?
got-
Because sometimes I hear songs in the club and I'm like, who the hell?
No, but see, you gotta understand.
Yeah.
To be honest,
You know,
it's some
clearly
shit
they have some money.
playing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But
Yes.
it's still
It's popping.
it's popping. Like those are real shit. Like,
by who? Like considered.
But you gotta
considered
understand,
poppin'?
my-
The
When
club?
we say popping, we looking at numbers. We looking at
Because numbers is right now what gets.
the crowd reaction.
it's like, come on. You can't. Sometimes you can't deny stuff. It don't matter
Yeah.
if you like it.
Exactly.
It's about the popular demand. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. As I can say, like I'm from a older time, so to me, what was considered music ain't considered music today. You feel me? It's a different vibe today. You feel me? So I had to even adapt to what's going on today myself. So I told you, like,
Straight that. We gotta adapt. We gotta adjust. It's a new era. We can't beat the new age up.
not with
because-
the old tactics.
No, you can't.
You can't.
If they winning, what you supposed to do? You come on,
You
man.
gotta learn some new
That's
shit.
That's why I say it's too much backlash. It's too much
And
backlash.
see, that's where the problem comes too. It's a lot of separation too. A lot of older artists, you know, they kind of have a little flick for the newer
That's
artists.
what I'm talking about. You
Because
can't do that.
You can't do it because y'all, for one, y'all not in the same. Y'all didn't come out in the same time.
Exactly.
You feel me? So something that worked like we talk all the time, street work. I still feel like street work is effective.
It is.
A lot of
I
people,
agree.
Yeah.
younger people would think, nah, I ain't
I
doing
need
street
that.
work. I just need to go internet.
All I need is internet.
You feel
Right.
me?
Right. To each his own.
Right.
I mean, it made sense. It kind of made sense to me because it travel, the internet, we travel. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they still got to get out there and promote themselves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause you gotta understand, listen. You gotta understand, listen. Like a lot of people, you know, they's like, fuck the CDs. I ain't doing CDs no more. But how many people in your family that you know have a 2010?
Are you
Yeah.
riding new news?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, real talk.
How many cars ain't got no CD players? You feel me? Like it's a real shit.
But guess what? Guess what though?
The internet done
This
told
what-
you. But see,
and this what I'm trying to tell you.
internet done
This
told
where
you
the
to play
disconnect come in
everything.
from. Cause guess what? A DJ that just don't want to play your music finna tell you why you give me a CD. It's all
Mhm.
about USBs. Damn, bro, I just bought 100. You got me fucked up.
Right.
You finna take this CD.
That's a fact.
Nah.
Yeah.
But guess
How about
what?
that? Even
This
with that-
other dude just told you.
bring the
Bring the
CD.
CDs.
But see, with that, I found because the same thing happened to me. Cool. You don't want to play the CD. I get CDs to the people that want to take the CD.
Take the CDs.
You want DJ? Okay, I get your USB.
Right.
You feel me? Just you gotta learn how to
Listen,
tap
you
both
gotta-
lanes. You feel me?
Right,
You gotta learn how to turn the screens and internet at the same time. That's how you win.
We need that knowledge.
I'm tuning in. It's coming. Follow the page. We got the panel.
We
He's
need
still
that
figuring it out.
knowledge.
Oh, you still on? You know? Yeah, you still out here.
Follow the
All right, well, listen. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you calling, man. We'll get back to it. You there? Okay, right here.
That's not.
All right. You turn the mic off.
Later, Reek. Thank you
Yeah.
for tuning in. But no, for real, stay tuned to the SNDS page because it is one of the things we've conversated about. Anybody that really rocks with the station knows, like, we have a passion for supporting. Like, we have artists that come through. Meet sees my face every USB party. I'm like, yo, who is, like, we get songs and artists that have these
They hot.
sounds.
Hot.
Super potential.
Like,
I
yo, if you close your eyes, you be like, what?
For real.
So-
we need more outlets, man. Or they need more. We need more knowledge on how to work these.
You know what it
things
is?
and get them
On
to
some
the
real
next
shit?
level.
I think the support for the outlets need to be more.
Okay.
True.
Okay. That's true.
You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? If you had more support for even the station here.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we had more
I
support
agree.
here.
I agree.
No, we are 97. We play 97% independent artists. 97% is in the computer.
Right. Right. Straight
I'm
up.
walking in, be like,
You
who
know what I'm
that?
If we had more support and more people tuning in and they hearing their music get played,
Right.
we're gonna post that and support that. You feel
It
me?
is.
Versus going somewhere else and you know your shit ain't getting played, but you tuned in.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so hard for people to grasp that fact.
I don't understand it, but you know,
But like I'm gonna keep bringing it back to this: the conversations we gotta have before everybody beating everybody up, 'cause that's the easiest thing to do.
Yeah,
the
that's
easiest
the
thing
easiest.
to do is say, "Fuck that, he hating. I ain't fucking with that shit."
right. That's
Oh,
it.
I'm gonna figure it out my
Hating
own
ass
way.
niggas.
I'm gonna do it like this. I ain't gotta do this. We ain't winning like that. It fold like that. Everybody got their own feelings. You got some people that don't want to go in the clubs. They gonna tell you straight up, I'm
Right.
not going in the club. Fuck the club. They taking my money. They ain't playing my shit. How else you want your music to get out there?
But see,
It's different routes and
I'm gonna
different
tell you.
ways.
I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you why that happens to those people. Because you only come to the club at 12, 2 o'clock in the morning, trying to get your record played. So you really have no rapport with the DJ.
Mm.
So your record, you gonna have you sit in the club waiting to get played when you get a chance to play it. Because
Talk to
you ain't hit him up outside and see how his day going, or
Right.
just even
Right.
have a quick
You
conversation.
haven't built up
You haven't built a relationship. So you gonna sit in the club, you feel me? Niggas not gonna play your shit. They gonna overlook you every time.
I agree, like I say, and this the stuff that they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like just like you say, but they wanna come in prime time. They wanna move like this, and this was gonna happen. You're gonna get flushed out. So they need this knowledge, man. Like it's a lot of people that don't understand that. It don't matter, old generation, new generation.
Right.
They really don't understand that.
Right.
So what I'm trying to say and what I'm trying to create is the top of the year. It's January, New Year.
Better than Soldier Boy 2018.
You heard me.
Soulja Man.
For real.
Soldier Man, I'm so sorry. My bad.
Everybody should be able to wipe slates clean,
Mm-hmm.
start over, be ready to introduce new relationships, even with old bad ones. Reintroduce your relationships, man. Clean slates. Start working.
That's hard, though.
It is, but we gotta, what you wanna do? You wanna win or you wanna fold?
But you
Y'all
know
wanna
what?
keep watching other markets win or
Right,
y'all
you
wanna
see,
fold?
that's my thing, like, bro.
Everybody mad. Oh, this nigga came in the club. Oh, these niggas group, bro. What y'all wanna do? Do you wanna make
Listen,
it work for your market?
Before you got here, man, I had a conversation about that one song. That one song, bro.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, he was tax sign. I give a tax. Tax repairs in the building. But nah, same thing, bro. Like it's just, bro. If that camp got serious about the record,
Right.
to the simple fact that camp, pretty sure that the city will get behind it if that record really get out there and get pushed how it's supposed to get pushed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it would. You feel me? But it goes to back with like
Support.
the support of it. Like you feel me? They actually scared of putting a record out because they feel like it won't get
It
support.
ain't get. True.
I wanna ask y'all something, and both because it comes from different perspectives, right?
Mhm.
You have a lot of really talented artists out there.
Mhm.
Like Beat says, everything has a cost. But what about the dudes? Sorry, the dudes doing it like, and they're really talented. They're super talented. Their family is backing them. Their boys playing them. You know, everything is great. But they don't have that financial backing to be able to pay the graphic designer and the DJ and the whoever else. What do you say to a dude like
I
that?
think
You know.
something like that. Your music gotta speak for you.
But how will anyone hear it if no one wants to play it?
We got too many free outlets.
Yeah,
It's too
so
many.
that's what I was gonna
You
say.
can pick your phone up. You can draw your own artwork. Take my picture. I got it.
I mean, iPhone
Let me
pictures.
Get
workshop.
creative.
Let me workshop
Yeah.
this shit right quick. Oh, let me put this up on SoundCloud for free. Let me put this up on YouTube for free. Like, I don't think that's the problem. Like, that should never be the problem.
But you know what? Part of it is because I've seen artists basically sit idle, and when I try to gauge or hear from them, okay, what's your next step? It is things that, and not like I said, not well, like you mentioned, the actual panel itself is where you have that opportunity. You know, people have to understand till the people, so PR or whoever, till the people get to able to actually fully fund that budget. You have a team, whether you realize it or not, someone that really supports you. Like your cousin and them that is really good at a graphic, if they really believe in you, they can say, yo, you know what, I'm gonna do this for you, boom, and you take that. And they're not gonna, neither, because let's be real, you gotta be a little bit humble. They can't do it for you all the time, but accept what you can from it, you make it work. Websites can be done for free. I've done my websites. Yeah, I'm not, okay, anyways.
You sure?
Shut up. No, I have, but
Okay.
I almost said something. But, EPKs, everything's online.
Everything.
I have been able to like help and do stuff for artists that they probably would have paid a PR person, I don't know, X amount of dollars. If you really want it, if you're passionate about it, submitting to festivals is free, bro. There's a website, Sonic Bids. Boop, 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 boop.
Right.
Get your stuff in order, get your music, make sure it sounds right, and you can literally sell yourself. But you gotta be, listen, the dudes that show up to the club with the 20 homeboys, before them dudes come in there, make them all go put a flyer or put a CD on somebody's car.
Yeah. I got y'all, Dade County. I got y'all.
Look, I did a bar, truth.
Did the
No
truth?
ghost. Did it power?
Nah.
Oh no.
Nah.
Oh,
You shouldn't even have repeated that.
you drunk the bar? Was that a bar?
I was a bar, yeah.
That shit went way over everybody's head. Oh,
Special.
it was special.
The door's locked. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Oh, downstairs. My bad. So, okay, so we were talking about, before we left, basically, stay tuned, SNDS. One of the things that Reed mentioned that was a really good observation, I've seen it, and maybe that's why sometimes the turnout to some of these panels isn't what people expect is because everyone gets up there and instead of really giving you solid advice, it feels like they're giving you advice to sell you, to push you to go in towards somebody that's in the room to give them business. And I think that's where then it gets lost because it's not genuine help that's being offered.
Right.
It's more of like kind of like a pyramid scheme. You know,
It's
you
a
go to the pyramid
scheme.
scheme, and it's like, okay,
That's
so
why-
I showed up, and y'all
Yo,
got
listen,
the
man,
producer
I got
that
so
I need
much-
to work with.
I got so much compassion for these artists they don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I step over those DJ panels, come out here, open mic, showcase. I step over them because I done seen it so much, and I just feel like it wasn't helping our city. I feel like so many artists walk out of there and they walk out of there empty-handed. You know what I'm
Still
saying?
making mistakes that they shouldn't have.
That
being that they went there, they
leaving
shouldn't
out
have
that
been making.
door, they should be knowing. You know what I'm saying? Not just spending money. You know what I mean? Like these artists really gotta assert themselves and know what's going on, and our artists need direction. You know what I mean? Like we got the music, but who can't make the music? You know what I mean? Like I learned that. Like I learned it wasn't just about making music. You know what I mean? That's how I was able to create my situations and able to rub hands with the people that I rub shoulders with and whatever the case might be. But my thing is, I want to see them with direction. I want to see our future, our talent with the same direction I see these other cities
with.
and markets. They come out every year. It's somebody from every city every year, and they popping and they having major success.
Like Meat was saying, like the support for the outlets because can you imagine off rip? Let's say something happens, a really dope shift in this conversation happens after this, and people start listening more to these outlets, the SNDSs, and really like make an impact to the radio stations because sadly the politics for that, I've been there, I've heard the conversations. It's like it would really change the way. See, people gotta realize the people have the control to impact the change.
Thank you.
The people have the tools, the key, the everything to impact change. Because at the end of the day, just like it could take you. Okay, so like me made a post. You probably saw it, the one with the bird box.
Right.
Yeah.
Bird box spread straight word of mouth.
Right.
Straight.
Netflix had to pay $0 for
straight out of just listen to and I'm like I'm one of those. I get a song if I go somewhere, I be like play this song. I just heard this. My girls get in my car. I start playing like so and so. They're like who's that? But everyone knows you get in my car. You're getting out of my car and learning about 2-3 new artists and songs you ain't never heard of.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Because most of the time I'm playing what people don't even
new
know
vibes.
that people don't even know. Like one of my homegirls, I literally took her. We went on a joyride somewhere, and I played her nonstop. Not even Florida, nonstop Dade County artists.
Yeah.
She was in fucking shock, and she's from Dade County, and I was like, like the talent we have down here. I was telling somebody we could legit, if done properly, because that's the other thing. I've seen some festivals. I've seen some. I forgot what it was called. They tried to put on an event. It didn't go as planned. And if we properly curated a festival, we would be able to headline and do one of the dopest festivals straight off of South Florida artists.
Yeah.
Straight off of that. I'll be front row singing every song at that.
I believe it.
Who's gonna take the lead with that though? Who's gonna take charge?
It's a collective thing.
Well, of course, but
It don't gotta be. That's what I don't want to do. That's why you haven't heard me mention names through this whole interview.
Facts.
I don't want to pinpoint. I don't want to point blame. I don't want to point responsibility. I just want everybody to pick up and use their personal responsibility for what it's
Do
worth.
your part towards the purpose.
Do your part the best you can do it. Go overboard with your part. Don't point the finger. Don't point the blame. That's cause of the problem. Don't shut down people. Don't shut down people who trying to learn. Don't kill people aspiration. That's what's killing our market. You know what I'm saying? Aside from us, aside from the lack of knowledge, we still need to be able to work towards something else. Progress, like that's more important than anything. You know what I mean? Like we had, I'm trying to stay away from names, but we had so many. We had so many dope artists this past year that had great radio records, great club records, great videos, things that went viral. We even got Instagram comedians that go viral. Where
Yeah.
like every city I've seen in markets, when their Instagram comedians go viral, they're getting booked down here in our clubs. How the hell does that happen?
That's true.
So
It's true.
why isn't the same cause and
Why do
effect
we
going
keep
on for our
exporting?
market in our
So
city?
it's importing.
Importing.
Why do we keep importing when we have so much within home?
Mm.
But you know what? It's like you said, the conversation, because at the end of the day, who's the promoter? Who's the booking? And at the end of the day, these same people, so the same people that are liking these hometown comedians, hometown artists, hometown singers, whatever that is, right?
Right.
These same people that are on their liking, that follow them, right? They should be able to show up and support. That's what I
Very
said.
true.
You got the people, because the numbers, and I've seen, I forgot, there's a company that, you know, they help artists book tours and whatnot, and they said, you know, are you able to sell tickets? They want to know, can you really bring a crowd?
Right.
And you know, the whole, like, there's nothing like building and creating a genuine. It's one thing to have an online following. It's easy to sit in your couch on the bathroom and just scrolling like,
Super easy.
right? So that's why I always tell people, don't get so focused on the social media, yo,
Mhm.
because these people need to get up out their asses and show up to your shows for you to really, for someone to really take you as an artist they want to invest in.
Right.
Cause like, I've seen local artists bring out a crowd and you're like, yo, it's possible. But
Definitely
you
possible.
gotta work everything. It's not just,
You gotta
work,
everything.
you can't get complacent with the social media, with
It's
the
a lack of-
internet.
like I said, it's a lack of knowledge.
You gotta, like, I always tell the story, was it last year, what was it, the BET, no, the year before, when BET Awards came in 2017. Sadly, and I told Mike Smith when he came in here, that was my first year even knowing of him.
Mhm.
And it took me being in a club, and I think it was DJ S broke it at, it used to be, I think, Dream. And I was like, yo, what song is this, right? I get out to my car, and if you know this, Mike has a team that I don't know, he got like promoter fairies or something. There was a fucking CD on my car, and I said, what is this?
Shout out to Mike Smith.
Right?
That's my
He got promoter fairies. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And I looked every car down the beach, mind you, but he had been in there. So this is why I tell you, your team.
Yeah.
These niggas that be on the posting,
So
you know,
what you trying to tell him is, you seen Mike Smith in the club. By the time you heard his song and walked out, all his shit was out there.
Right?
Oh, okay. That's what she trying to tell y'all.
Yeah.
So I was like, I took it,
what I'm
popped
trying.
in, became a fan.
But this is what I'm trying to say though. Like, guess what? You know how many artists don't know that? You know how many artists just seen that Mike Smith was signed to Slip and Slide and he just blew up? So guess what? Maybe all they did was hear his song somewhere. And they like, shit, Mike Smith did it, I could do it. But they don't know that story that you,
and that's
he's
why I
in the
always
club.
share it.
They don't know how Mike Smith, how Breed knows him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a young nigga that really grinded. This man been in the trenches. Like, you go all the way South Florida, down south, you gonna hear this man music. Anybody down south gonna tell you, oh, who the next? Oh, Mike Smith. He
Meat
out.
was like, you was just now hearing it? I was talking how,
Exactly.
I said, Mike
So,
got
What
promoter
I'm
fairies.
trying to say, like I said, I ain't want to say no names, but
No, but that's the story I've shared,
it's
so
the
that's
type
okay.
of stuff that come out. You know what I mean?
Right.
But what I mean is, how many people didn't see Mike Smith's grind? So you can't blame these young artists when they come out and they're assuming this is how you get
And
on.
see, that's what it is. It's just assuming.
Somebody said, see Mike Smith passing out his own shit.
We
I
can't
have.
That's
So real shit.
Listen, I was a real shit.
That's what it is.
On the real shit, that's what made me respect Mike Smith.
Mhm.
You know, I saw him in the club and shit, but when I walked outside leaving the club and I saw him just finish the golf stage and out there putting seeds on cars,
Damn right.
nigga, wait, you by yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, that's love. I gotta fuck with you. You feel me? Cause
Facts.
you understand the grind. You feel me?
That stood out to you.
Yeah.
You never gonna forget that
Never.
about. But guess what? There's a million artists down here that ain't know that don't know that.
That's why she
All they seen is Mike Smith got on a
Okay.
slip and slide chain. I used to see Mike Smith in the club playing the music, taking his
Listen.
shirt off.
This nigga
That's what I'm
that's
finna
breezy
do.
make
But
got
listen,
it easy.
I'm gonna be honest, it's a lot of people, a lot of artists that's in the city that never gave me a dime.
Straight up.
But because I built a relationship with them and I fuck with them, and they got good music, so I'm gonna support it. Like, it ain't always about a check. Sometimes you really gotta get out and get to know these people.
Us get mad because an artist came in town and everybody was upset. And for the next 2 months, everybody's piling up in the club together. It's Dade County 305, Dade County 305. Oh, these artists can't shoot videos in our city. Everybody riled up together, and then 2 weeks later, that shit dead.
That shit dead, nigga. No, listen, man.
It's dead.
I think that shit's hilarious
Niggas ain't
when I
even
see that
following
shit.
each other no more on Instagram. It's dead.
I think that shit's hilarious.
Stop. Y'all gotta stop it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, we're fueled by negative energy. You know what I mean? I don't like that.
We talked about it earlier, like, dog. We talk about the same shit, like,
We
yo.
should be fueled by progress, by work. I'm fueled by Ball Greasy having a hit Billboard record.
Tell you.
That's what fuels me. You know what I
I think
mean?
that's probably more excited than his ass was. Man.
I think a lot of people are.
Like I said, I'm trying to stay away from names.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to tell y'all what's going on in the city. I'm fueled by Brianna Perry dropping her album in December, and I'm just watching the progress. You know what I'm saying? This is motivation to me. This what fuels me to say, damn, Miami need to come together. We got dope shit going on. City Girls are one of the biggest rap, if not the biggest female rap group in the game
They
right
is
now.
They is the biggest rap group.
They the biggest rap
Yeah,
group in
yeah.
the game right now. And we at the crib. This is
You know
homegrown.
like that.
What's the problem? Like, these are future outlets. Like,
We gotta get out our own way, man.
we gotta get out our own way. That's a great way to put it. We gotta get out our own way.
We hate each other for no reason.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, come on, man. It's
For
too
real.
much talent that could shed spotlight on it. Everybody could just be like, come on, it could be continued. Like, I hear this is the quote I hate so much. Oh, they don't do it like that, man. Atlanta,
I hate that shit.
y'all ain't.
I be seeing people come right
But
there
you know
from
what?
Atlanta.
Right. Cause listen, right, I was saying, if you beat the motherfucking play, but see, you know what? You know what it is?
Let's fix it. I want to make sure we fix it. I ain't got no problem with Atlanta. Them my guys.
course.
Up there.
No.
Listen.
No, listen, you got to. You know, on some real
For
shit, you got
I
to.
want
The
y'all chopping
feelings,
this shit up, fixing it later. Listen.
right, because feelings get involved.
That's our second home. We got studios in Atlanta.
Right.
I fuck with Atlanta. You know what I mean? But I hate when my city compares us to Atlanta. Bro, they got 20 years over us. They've been helping each other. Stop.
And not even that, they just the economy, the black economy is A1. Like, they support
Yeah.
black businesses seriously.
Right.
Like, if it was not even that, not even this, the black people who has jobs, that have the powerful jobs, are the black people. You feel me? It's like the community, the black community is real
That's
strong.
all right. Let's touch on that. Let's touch on, not to cut you off, me, but let's touch on that too. We got a lot of black independent businesses down here.
But nobody deals with each other. Nobody buys from each other. Nobody supports each other.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the support is rare. It's rare. Like, stigma. Follow that. Like, I see
The mentality.
when we do independent businesses, when people put that up, I see we have a lot of local support for that. I see people, you know what I'm saying? We just got chicken sauce from. Shout out
Please
Weena.
tell me. Where
Shout out Weena. You know what I mean? We just grabbed chicken sauce from Weena and Opalaka, right?
Okay,
You know what I mean?
I need that address. 'cause
Shout out to
I don't know where
her.
to find
But
some
this is
good
what I'm
chicken
talking
sauce.
about. Like, this is independent stuff that I mean. Like, the same train and the stuff that we following. Like, I definitely clap my hands, standing ovation to the crib, because I saw a lot of black independent businesses that launched this past year that's doing great right now.
Right.
And we need to apply the same type of method to the music.
The music
community.
is a business.
Well, it's a business.
I don't get that. Like, people take this shit and just, no, it's a business.
It's a business. Don't treat it like that. You know what I mean? Like, I need people to understand what's going on. That's why I say the conversations.
You know what it is? People see it more as a hobby than a business.
Who we was talking about that too.
So that's the reason why.
Then they in the wrong field.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know,
People are finding themselves.
they're finding
Find
themselves.
yourself
We
without
talk about that. They're
people
finding
time.
themselves. So to them, in the head right now, I'm doing the right thing. But in actuality, you're taking up space. You feel me? Because you're really not trying to do
Yeah.
the artistry.
Right.
You're just trying to be famous. You feel me? And that what fucks it up. You feel me? But niggas ain't serious.
I think what I'm trying to get to more is I'm trying to, and I think every person that's been in any game that got knowledge should want to pass knowledge down to the others, so it's not so rough on them.
That's the only
or
way.
it's a little easier.
That's the only way that not only the people grow, that you pass knowledge to, you grow as a person.
Right. Right.
By passing on knowledge. That's the only way that you can help somebody anyway. To
And
be honest.
that's what I'm trying to create, like, because like I say, I go right back to it. That's why I wanted to have this conversation with DJ Lee. Because me and him have really had full-blown arguments about music. It's nothing but music.
Just music.
Like, it's just straight music, but we done have full-blown arguments about it. So when I say this, I say it to say I want people to avoid these problems. Like, avoid this. Like, when me and Meek was maybe disagreeing on something, it was so small to the point where we lost track of whatever it was. And what I'm trying to tell these artists is, don't kill yourself. Like, you know how many times I'm in the studio and I may bring up a DJ, like I said, I ain't gonna say names. I may bring up a DJ, I don't fuck with him. Man, that nigga, I'm like, bruh, you is tripping. Who is gonna play your shit?
Right. Listen, bro, that shit's funny as fuck to me, though.
It's a pull and push thing, but I love having those conversations because at the end of the conversation, I get a person to say, damn, you know what? You right. Let me boom, boom, boom. But I can't do it with everybody in the city.
No,
I'm not
impossible.
aware of myself. That's why I want to have this conversation on the radio so all y'all can listen at the same time.
Figure it out, play it back.
I ain't got time for that because I still got to work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Still got to put work in.
I still got to put work in, but I want to help others. You know what I'm saying? I want to help the other artists that I know got full potential.
Mm-hmm.
These guys got hella energy. They ready. They young. I done been in the studio with them. I done been in the studio with young artists with different camps. They got their cameraman. They got they producers. They engineer. They got a whole team, but they don't have the knowledge to get to the next level. But they from my city. They from my market. I want to see them
So you
win.
gotta feel obligated. Like it's an obligation.
It's an obligation now. It's a personal obligation.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to do, man. I just want, and I want other people to take responsibility. Spread the knowledge when you can. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling you stop what you're doing, but it's young people. You know what I'm saying? You put them under your wing and you really let them know what's going on. I don't need nothing from you. I don't want nothing from you. I just want to see you win because it's gonna better my city. It's gonna better where I'm from, what I represent. You know what I'm saying? And I rep it well. You know what I'm saying? I done been city to city, state to state, all around the world, and I'm gonna rep Dade County.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to do the same. Like I want it to be where I can represent. I can feel well represented. You know what I mean?
So Supreme, let me ask you, Supreme. What do you?
Wait.
I know that's it.
Hey, shout out Supreme.
Shout out Supreme Music 305 in the building. Watch the cup. Watch the cup. Let me ask you, because you are one of the artists that's been in the music, that's been putting out music. I think it was 2006, 6 or 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a long time, and that's why I understand when you were saying earlier about Mike passing out CDs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that used to be me.
Right.
Fuck nigga, F nigga free.
Yeah.
Like they'll see me inside, but then right after that I'm, beep, beep. Why you passing out your CD? Hey, baby, I'm just a regular girl like you trying to get.
Take this shit.
Take it. It's a free. Yes, for free. Go ahead. Man, I used to go from here all the way to Tallahassee passing out CDs.
So let me ask you. Not to say that it didn't happen for you, but for you not to be in a better position right now, do you feel some type of way about that?
No, because it's my fault. I ain't afraid to say it. Consistency. Consistency is a key. And then you know what too? On a level that I was at the time, what people gotta understand too, it's also personal stuff that goes on in the background. So you know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I'm independent.
She just talked about that.
I'm independent.
Mm-hmm.
Full blown all my money. So therefore it's like, okay, sometimes I gotta stop because it's personal. I've never had a chance to always be able to go full through. You know what I'm saying? I get this money, I put it all in my music, but then personal matters happen, so I gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make the choice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I always made the choice to take care of family. You know what I'm saying? So me, it was always consistency. You know what I'm saying? So that was always my thing. But I never had no ill feelings towards nobody.
Yeah, see.
Oh, well,
Wait.
I might have. Nah.
Don't worry, we gotta say no names tonight. So
I might.
That's the motto for the
It's
night.
one or
Not
two.
calling
Yeah,
no
about one or
names.
two of them, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And it's not even bad. It was just, you know, it's a business. Like, I got my own studio. I think you know what I'm saying? I got my own studio, so, you know what I'm saying? I understand the black business, and I understand this is a business, and it's like, okay, I have to break bread with certain people. I understand that, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people like to sugarcoat it. Hey man, I got you. Like, it was one point in time when I used to mess with, you know, I was messing with the pound. You know what I'm saying? I was doing music with the pound, and then, you know, hey man, whatever you need, I got you, man. Da 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 da. And when that time came,
They didn't
They
got
got
you?
you.
They didn't got you?
cricket.
but you said, wait, no, that's not what you said.
You said that you was
Yeah.
gonna got
Kid,
me.
you told me.
Kid,
You got me no more.
told me.
Hey, so that's how we playing? Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And hey,
No,
ain't gonna be no FUs,
no.
Don't worry. I just know how to
I
play.
understand
You know what I'm
now.
Yeah.
Lessons learned.
Yeah.
Bumps in the road, gotta take them.
saying? You know what I'm saying? But
Gotta take them.
you know, but it's a learning. It's a learning, trial and error.
It is.
And let them know that this is another artist's perspective.
Yeah.
Everybody got their own story to tell.
And not just a perspective. He really have knowledge because he has been around
Been
a
around.
lot of people. You feel me?
Invested.
Invested really into the game.
Alright.
That's some real shit. Like I just see some premiums too. Like damn, what's nigga always in here? For real.
Yeah, a lot. There was a point in time in the city you couldn't walk around the corner without seeing my face. Every
Like,
corner, you know what I'm
come
saying? My own money, but you know.
Every DJ coalition, I'm bumping in the premium. Just know that.
Yeah.
TJ DJs,
Yeah.
core DJs, anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We done
understand
been in it.
But
It's,
see, I think
on,
what we really need to do, we need to create that. We need to create the method.
we need to create it. Come on, talk.
I'm ready.
This is what we ready to do.
I think that's what we really need to do.
And I want everybody to hear from every aspect of the crib.
Mhm.
I want people to hear from the promoters. I want people to hear from the artists, the DJs. I'm talking, man, we could take it down to the bottle girls. Everybody need a voice. Because they need to be heard and we need to
Even the strippers.
The
The
strippers need to request the song, so they need to tell y'all making this whack ass music.
I
That's why
can't
I'm
jingle
looking
the
at the
shit.
DJ and he's changing your fucking song. There go the breakdown right there. Tell him me, you ain't gotta hide it no more, cause Bree done broke the ice.
Yeah.
Just tell him, listen, the scripper's mad with y'all. Y'all pay me to play it, that's why they keep looking at me making this ugly face, alright?
That's exactly why.
That's what's going on.
That's exactly why.
Tell him I know what's going on. I ain't finna play with him.
That's exactly why. When you see her
They
looking
gonna
back
turn
at you.
around.
The strippers love me. Cause I tell them, listen, baby, you gonna play it? You like it? Cause I'm finna get them to play it. Nah, Bree, go ahead. Okay
Yeah,
then.
for real.
They ain't finna get up there and look crazy until you throw money. They gonna vibe with you.
They
So
forget what
hey,
the
but
y'all
person's
start
cycle.
working y'all set,
Listen,
man.
am I
Y'all
the- what-
artists, we
listen.
Miami. We the slickest niggas on the earth.
One thing.
Y'all work
Y'all
y'all
niggas.
set.
Hey, Bree.
100.
One thing. Can we change going to this year? You feel
Talk
me?
to me.
My thing is, I don't have no problem with nobody. Their money, where you spend it, where you throw it, how you throw it.
Right.
Oh,
I don't care about that.
My project.
Please,
Right.
Yeah.
But listen,
But
if you're in the club throwing money to Future, and I play your song, and you don't do nothing, standing like you don't hear your own, bro.
Support your damn self.
Right.
You got
Like,
all
who
messed
did-
up.
Bro,
Support your damn
I
self,
spend
man.
shit, dog, damn it, every night. Like, I'll spend your shit on mine. But if you making a movie The Future,
but not
bro,
your own
not-
single.
I swear to God, I played Future, nigga song, he made a movie, Future. His song stood like this.
He ran out of money.
Next song, no, next song, Kodak.
Oh!
He was saving it.
I'm like,
That might have been
bro.
trial and error.
Nah,
that might have
kid-
been trial and error. He might have wanted to
Nah,
see
that's
who
a
else was
goof.
gonna throw
That's a goof.
his song.
Right, but see, you gotta understand.
Either way, you gotta stand by your shit.
You gotta take it as fact. You gotta take it as nobody
You
know
don't
you.
believe in
Even
yourself.
if you walk in the club and you shake
They
a
don't know
million
you.
in
That's
your
your
hand,
song.
You gotta act
you gotta
like
act like nobody know you.
Nah.
So you gotta show out every time you get a chance. It's
Nah.
your music. This is you. How you gonna stand like you don't know this shit? You your phone,
right.
bro. I swear to God, shit be hilarious.
You
Dog.
gotta get these niggas game, me. A lot of these niggas ain't got game.
Dog. Niggas told me I was hating or some shit. But listen, I got to niggas with that about that same shit.
Right.
Cause I'll run it back. We won't throw it again this time. No, I'm not doing that again.
Right.
This time, next time. This time.
I see
Yeah.
you.
And then, okay.
Bro, I swear to God, bro, nigga, oh man, you green as fuck. How?
But you played it though.
I played it once.
That's all you got.
It's all right.
And you ain't
That's
prove
all
your
right, 'cause
point.
these conversations we just got, like I say, we're gonna work on it, bro. Like I'm not putting the blame on anyone.
It's a collective effort.
Everything we all gotta touch up shit.
Now, I really believe, if you have a manager, please have a manager with knowledge.
All right, here we go again. It's a great conversation. Cause guess what? I'm a hood. I'm like, look, I'm just putting myself in people's shoes. I'm a hood nigga. I just dropped the song. I got the hottest song in the streets already. You already know that.
That's
My
right.
shit the hottest. Ain't nobody fucking with my shit.
Yeah.
And let's just say
The soldier me.
the neighborhood just told me the same shit. So
Right.
guess what?
Philly.
This nigga that just told me my shit was the hottest, you my manager. You like my shit? You my manager. Go tell him the same thing you just told me. All right. Now look, I'm just putting you in the artist's shoes.
Okay.
Cause I want you to understand their perspective. These are conversations we gotta have.
Right, we gotta have
You
it.
gotta put yourself in other people's foot, cause you gotta understand it. As dumb as it may sound, you gotta
It
put
really does
yourself
go-
in their shoes, and you gotta say, and you all right. You gotta put yourself in
I
the people's
never would
shoes, and you
think
gotta say,
someone would do that, like,
damn,
for
this
real.
what he thinking.
But you know
This
what?
how he
When you
is.
think about it, when you think back, that sounds very accurate.
This
like,
is
yo,
what's
Think
going
about it.
on.
I've seen.
Lack of knowledge. So, dog, you gotta give them game, bruh. I know that's your dog. That ain't your manager.
No, y'all went to school. Y'all was in
He ain't
daycare
even
together,
managing you.
but
But I also seen on the other side. I've
You know
also
what I mean?
seen that people like, oh, just because you see he got money, oh, he could be my manager.
right, that too.
oh,
That's
Yeah.
on my
the
side.
bank,
Yeah.
the bank.
Yeah. No, you're
on,
right.
on my side,
Yeah.
that's I seen that a lot.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? Or the other way, not the artist, but because he got money. Hey, well, I like you, but I put up X amount of dollars on you.
Right, but see,
And
then I think people need to start giving correct titles. You're not a manager,
you're an
investor.
investor.
You're an investor.
You're an investor.
They don't
in-
like
But
that.
look,
But hence,
it don't
the
matter if
conversation
you-
it
to
ain't
learn
about-
who's what.
Thank you.
See,
Thank
we
you.
here.
It's back to
But that's what
workshops. It's back to.
But that's where the conflicts occurs because
Right,
listen,
right.
and I can't say no names, but I've witnessed camps where they had a whole movement going on. That movement was mean,
Mhm.
and because
People
people,
wasn't in
don't
the
know
right
their place,
position.
everybody want to be the man.
Mhm.
Yeah.
One thing about Miami,
Man, listen.
it's a
don't-
facade. It's
Don't
there.
even,
Everybody
don't even
wanna-
slim it down to us. Don't
Right.
slim it down to us. That's a broad statement that happens in
is.
everything.
It's a broad.
Everybody wants to be the
You
fucking
okay?
man.
You right?
It's
You
a
right?
broad.
That's why I say, see, look,
He
that's what I'm
wants
trying to
power.
tell you, Preem. I love you. Don't beat us up. Don't beat up Miami. Don't beat us up because that's what's gonna hurt us.
You right?
I know we bad. I know we horrible. That's like you know your house
relationship.
dirty.
Between us.
It's like a
The rest
You
of
relationship.
know
us
your
got
house
no-
dirty.
Yeah.
But you can't come in my house and call my house dirty.
Right.
I know my shit dirty, but you better not say that.
Right.
So, Preem, Preem, he
You know,
from the crib. He can say it.
Okay,
but
so who's gonna be the one to fix it internally?
she just said that
We gotta have
collectively.
collectively.
I just asked him.
We gotta bring a lot of
because it's too
power
many
heads.
components.
That's the
Right.
problem. And we have them.
And the
Yo,
different-
listen, I'm not, my bad, Preem, not to cut you off, my bad. I'm not, like I said, I'm trying to refrain from calling out names. But look, you got people like a Freezy, Strong Arm. I love him to death. Big brother. This is a guy, his studio is open 24 hours a day. It's open door policy. Me to tell you, you could walk in Strong Arm whenever you want to. Like, they built the studio for that. Freezy, Chuck, they'll all tell you, like, yeah, I want it. It's here. We got labs for you. We got studios for you. We got this for you.
What you mean?
It's there. So what I'm trying to say is, it's a lot of power heads that's out here that we need to collectively come down. We need to, like, this conversation we're having is huge, but it's so small.
Small, right? Because
It's so small.
we need more people involved in.
We need people a part of our market, a part of our city. And let me tell you what runs people away so much. What runs people away is, as soon as you see power, as soon as you see, oh, he's successful, everybody start talking about money.
Mhm.
Don't start talking about money with these people. These people work hard for their money just like we work hard for it. Don't ask them to throw it around because they have an abundance of it. No. I would rather your knowledge. I would rather your presence. I would rather guidance. I would rather that before I say, oh, pay for us a big building so we can have this meeting. Come on. Don't do that. Don't do that. And I understand because I've been in those positions or I've been next to them when stuff like this has approached them or stuff like this has been put on the table. Like, no. We got to understand. Let's use this as resources. We need big resources to come together and figure out a pipeline.
Mhm.
And people got to know, if you're serious about your career, you're ready to invest. You're ready to put something towards it. Whether it's work, whether it's blood, whether it's sweat, whether it's money, you got to be able to put something towards it. Don't think that, oh, this person thinks I'm hot, give me the money. No, fuck no.
Don't work
So,
that way, bro.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I want to sit down, I want to have these conversations, but it starts with putting the power heads together at the crib.
Fact.
And it's not about the money.
No.
It's about the knowledge
It's about
and the
knowledge.
resources and the guidance. You know what I'm saying?
Because there's just too many components from the DJs, producers, even PR
Engineers.
people,
Promoters.
even promoters, even
Wow.
lawyers.
Wow.
Even the strippers, like you said.
Like
Wow.
everybody, wherever it is that the way I see it, wherever there's going to be placement of what you're trying to pursue. Think about the people that will be needed and that will be there. You need that. You need that. Point
Straight up.
blank.
Straight up.
Just saying. But I'm excited.
Nah, but
And with
real
that,
talk.
when you include all those different
Components.
right,
Mhm.
so now you can get guys who are not the artists, not the stars,
Mhm.
but guys that have a knowledge or are driven
They're really
in
good
promoting.
machine. They're really good
Like now,
machine
who's
behind
we
it all.
trying to bring up the hot artists, but who's gonna bring up the hot new marketing directors and the hot new this and that? Because not everyone can afford to go to school, but street knowledge.
But not
comes
even that.
with
Touch on it.
I ain't
Touch
gonna
on
try
it.
to do
B.
none of
I
this
already
shit, and I
see
got
you.
this.
So-
Touch on
so-
it.
Who's gonna
who's
be a
gonna
part? Right.
You
Who-
see, so you need a broad panel that
Right.
covers
Every
every
aspect.
aspect.
I'm with you.
So that
Might even
everyone
be
can walk
components.
away learning
Mhm.
something,
So every quarter.
and some dude might come to the realization, damn, you know what, I really can't rap, but maybe
No, but hey,
my communication skills, I can be a
Oh,
publicist
shit.
or a
Thank
rapper.
you.
Listen.
Thank you. Thank you.
But see,
Let me
There's
know my
so many
strengths.
doors that's
It's like-
open in our
Listen, the
city.
first dude that ever walk up to me and tell me that, well, I swear to God, I'm gonna do everything I can to help you.
What?
like I realized I
Me,
can't
I
rap,
can't
but
rap.
you know
Like,
what?
listen, if I knew you was rapping and you was like, listen, man, this is not for me, but I still got the passion
But
for
you know
music.
what?
Yeah,
Listen, I respect it because I'm a background player.
Yeah.
You feel me? I know how important a background player is. You feel me?
Mhm.
That's somebody that you need.
But you know what? Believe it or not, I told myself like I got a timeline, right?
Right.
And I already know my gift. I really got a strong gift for communicating, building relationships, holding stuff like that. And it's like that's why I created the whole business and the whole record label and stuff. Because it's like I still want this, still my passion.
Mm-hmm.
But if it don't work for me as the artist, I've been
Yeah,
around
exactly.
it long
You got
enough
the
to
knowledge.
know. Okay,
You got to know.
just find me a little young vulture. All right, brother.
Write some shit, you know.
This-
like-
This is what
still
we
a
gonna
passion,
do.
still
This
a
is
drive,
what,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
this is the way. You know.
People need to understand it's okay to do that because what happens is
It may
people
not be
get
for
in their
you.
ego and they feel
That's what
and
I'm
feel
saying.
like
I feel like I'm a
That's
hella
what I'm
gifted
calling you
rapper.
for the
Look,
panel.
that's the hard part.
No.
I'm a hella gifted rapper, but you gotta know hey, you know what? Just because you were gifted at it, it may not be your calling.
Right.
Exactly.
And see, that's the hard part, the hard pill to swallow.
Denial.
The you feel me?
My bad.
To know that, oh damn, this not for me. No,
And-
G
and
shit,
accept
that's
it.
That's a
It happens
hard-
with rappers. It
hard.
happens
But
with
you know,
models.
that's
Oh, yeah,
hard.
You know how many
mixtape
people?
models.
You know how many artists that was really
Strippers.
people? How many artists we seen that was really raw, come and go, or for some reason it just didn't work for them? That was just not your calling. So you
Yeah.
gotta face the facts that no matter how gifted you are, how talented you are, that probably may not be your calling.
But you
know
know
what I'm
what?
saying? But you
Well, listen,
can you
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm sorry to cut you off. Too.
look.
That's our mindset. But her mindset, because she's younger than us, her mindset is one plan, ain't no plan B.
B.
This gonna work.
It's gonna work. Ride or die.
So I understand what you're
They
saying.
ain't wrong.
Gang,
either.
They're not.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
on some real shit, you know what your nigga told me? A plan B is a plan to fail.
Yep, and that's exactly
Yeah,
how
I
I,
like
I always looked
I
at it.
believe in that, but you know what? I believe in plan A, B, C, D, you know, and I'm gonna put all of them in motion. Plan A is my A2 my A2 thing, but I put all of them in motion.
You talking about
I'm going to eat one way or the other.
But you understand the mindset of the millennial?
Yeah.
Millennial, their mindset.
That's not a millennial. That was a mindset. That's been around for a long time.
No, but
there ain't no plan B. It's this or ain't nothing.
But you see it more now in the
Yeah.
younger
In this
generation.
instant
Right.
gratification generation.
Right, you see, like, yo,
And look,
That's a
let me
big
tell you,
birthday.
I reached out to a couple people that couldn't be here, but I wanted a younger artist here. I just wanted him to be able to voice his perspective.
Right.
Because I can't speak for him, you know what I'm saying? I can only tell you from my perspective what's going on with them, what their turmoil is, what they, you know, where it stops, where they press the brakes at, because a lot of them press the brakes when it comes to communicating with the older generation. And like I say, from my perspective, what I see is because they felt like, oh man, for so long we was trying to get on, for so long we was trying to get heard, y'all wasn't hearing us. Now we empower because we're the young generation. Everybody wants to know what's up with us. We got the internet.
We're the majority.
We're the majority.
Yeah, that's it.
but
So,
that's a
we-
fucked up way to
It is.
look
It's
at
a.
it.
It's a.
It is.
But we
That's
gotta
all
have
You
the
know what?
conversations.
Thank you.
Yeah, but
We have to.
it's definitely
We
a
have
fucked
to.
up way
It's
to
not
look
like a single
We can't
conversation.
all be. We can't all be from the older generation
right.
telling them what they supposed to be doing. Come on, man. When our parents was telling us what the fuck we was doing,
We weren't listening.
we
Yeah.
rebelling.
Yeah.
Right, we
The
was
first thing
shit.
we're gonna do is
I was just
rebel.
gonna say that. 'Cause a lot
So,
of egos, them
So
egos,
we have to. We gotta find a common ground to understand them. You know what I'm saying? Same shit our parents did. Like, oh, give them a little freedom. Let them but don't play with me.
They'll be back.
I'll still whoop your ass now. Don't play. But it's like you just gotta find a common ground. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy working with the young artists. I enjoy working with the young generation. I fuck with them.
You learn a lot.
You know what
You
I'm saying?
learn a lot.
I fuck with them a lot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even be able to navigate through my damn phone if it wasn't for the young generation.
Okay, come on, man. I'm telling you.
They're like, bruh, you still, boy, copy and paste that shit? No!
That wasn't copy and paste.
No, but I'm just telling you, like, little stuff that,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, we gotta respect their generation.
No,
We
you got
gotta,
to. You got to
let's,
respect it.
let's give and take. Let's give and take. Like, that's what I'm trying to preach to us. Like, because
But see-
trust me,
But see, I think what they got to understand too, that it was someone before them. And I
Yeah.
think that's the part that they
right,
don't
right,
get.
right.
They don't get that. It was really a
And
A
let me
line
tell you,
for
let
you.
me see, it's crazy. See, I run into the younger guys that pay homage.
I met some that have, but I met some that hasn't. Like,
Right. See, but me and you from different
Right.
worlds.
It's a lot that
I'm in the studio. I'm in the studio when I'm meeting these younger guys.
Mhm.
Or I'm at a video shoot, or I'm in a corner store somewhere or something like that when I'm meeting these younger guys. So when they approach me, oh my nigga,
Right, it's all
Bree,
love,
what's
right.
good? Ha ha ha. And I build a relationship with them from there. So it may be different with a DJ Meek because these young niggas is knocking at your glass. Hey, play my record, do this. Why you ain't running this? So it might be different, you know what I mean? But like I said, we gotta come to this common ground and figure out what's going on. So maybe a Bree will have to be the person to tell this younger generation, hey, you know, boy, you don't just tell me to play your shit like that. You gotta play it like this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody's
So
different too.
we gotta come to this
Different
common
approach.
ground. You know what I'm saying? So I got a understanding of it, and I want to be able to exercise my understanding with these younger cats, with this younger generation, because we need them. We need our platform to be built in a strong way, so we can have them paying homage to what's was before them, and let them know it was people that built this for y'all to even exist.
Even to stand on.
You know what I'm
feel me?
saying? And some, like I keep telling, I run into the ones that they give me more history. Some of these just tell me like, yeah, boy, I remember when you was, I'm like, boy, I damn sure did do that. Boy, you right. So I understand them, I fuck with them. I just want everybody to get that from them, man, because these young dudes, they talented. They got a lot, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot to offer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the world need to see it. And I want to be one of the ones that's proud to represent them. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely, man. Like Osarisha, I think really, if you really engulf into the music of Miami, the Miami scene, any win is good for the city. You feel me? Any win, regardless if you fuck with a nigga or not, if you know him or not, it's good. It's good for the city because then you got more. You got more doors. You got more eyes looking. You feel me? Yeah, boy, you should just swamp.
Squeeze it.
That Friday. Remember how Craig did it on Friday?
They go.
I want no more milk in that, Craig. You know better than that. Craig top the bottom of the carton.
Well, yeah, dog. Like, I forgot what I was just saying.
No, but
I'll let him to squeeze it. See if
Nah, but I understand, man. No, listen, I fully understand, and that's why, like I keep saying, I'm gonna keep preaching. I wanted to have this conversation with DJ Me. I just wanted to show the crib how many different aspects can be touched on coming from two different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
This is just an artist and a DJ. You know what I mean? And we just showed y'all how much separation it was in the crib.
Right. And it is, you feel me? But it's separation for really no reason.
No, that's what I'm trying to get to.
There's really no reason to
Like,
be
we could break
separated.
these barriers so easy with just a little communication. Even a little communication. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a real shit when, even for a DJ, when you right,
Facts.
when you have a conversation with an artist, check your ego, check your pride.
There we go.
Because
There
you
we
understand,
go.
like, bro, like, as an artist, artists come with an ego already.
Right.
Y'all are, you know,
We do. No,
it's a
we
scene.
do.
You feel me?
We
That's
do.
what happens. You feel me? Just as a DJ, you gotta be the
Take it into consideration.
right. You got, no, it's a persona.
Right.
Regardless of what you're doing, it's a
Right.
persona that you gotta
Right.
deal with an artist.
Right.
So you gotta take that in.
And we both clashing.
Right.
Especially, come on. Y'all understand the circumstances and understand what we dealing with, right? You got two people. This DJ may have been in this club all night. Ain't no telling what time you walked in.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no telling how many drinks you done had. How many good, Bob Marley sticks you done took to the face. You know what I mean? And vice versa for the DJ. Now, you got two egos clashing. You got a DJ and hey, me, just give me a check. Just give me a check every time I go down the list. You got a DJ that's dealing with people in the club telling him to play records.
Check.
You got a DJ dealing with strippers telling him to play with
I ain't
records
think
they
about
want to
that.
hear.
Check.
I ain't never think about that.
Then you got this DJ dealing with the drunk nigga that want to hear his song.
Hey,
Shit.
hey.
Alright?
Yeah.
So you might come in after all this
I'm
and
fed up, man.
you might just say, my nigga, why you ain't, boy, fuck you. And like I
And
told
some
y'all,
real shit, that what happens the majority of the time. If I get into it with a nigga on some real shit, it's because of the way that they came to me.
came at you, right?
You feel me? Because
Mhm.
I'm just, for real, I'm just look at you at first. Because I don't know, I can look at anybody. You walk in the booth, I'm looking at you.
Right.
I want to see what you got to say.
It's my domain. This
Yeah.
this is where I work at.
If you come at me wrong, I swear to God, I don't know the answer you're going to get.
Yeah.
But if you come
It's
to me,
how I'm
hey,
feeling.
Fuck up off my damn seat.
It's how I'm feeling.
but
It's
listen,
how
Breed
I'm
up in the booth with me and seen it.
I done been. I'm telling you.
Like-
This one I'm
Yeah,
trying
I've
to
watched
tell
you.
you.
I don't
know.
even in the strip club DJs. I commend you because I sat there in the booth by
And
the
you
booth
seen
and I see because he also got
in
to
a
keep
matter
track
of
of
10
calling up.
minutes.
I got to call the
calling the
girls. I
girls.
got to call.
Listen,
I got
I
to call the
said,
girls. I got to call
fuck
the
Right.
money man. I got to call the bar back. I got
Mhm.
to call the manager to the office. I got to call the list.
Now here we go.
I got
Now here we go.
And if people like me
Now
at the
look.
dope, meet up at the dope.
Now let's break it down. Now let's break it down because I don't want to wake
Can you
up
send
tomorrow
security for me?
or I don't want to walk out of here and my phone be blowing up. Let me give y'all an artist perspective. Now the artist just left the studio. He just called 20 niggas, 5 showed up. He just told them, bro, I'm finna get my song
that shit
played.
stressful though.
That's
That shit stressful as fuck,
Let me give you the
dog.
artist perspective. Let me give you your local artist perspective of the night. He called 20 niggas, 5 showed up. The 5 that showed up wasn't the niggas with the money.
Yeah, so now they need to get in.
Now I gotta get these 5 niggas.
What?
You know what I mean?
I don't think that shit.
I gotta figure out what's
That was
going
the
on with
story of
them.
my life.
Then I gotta coach them on when to get in because they cursing out the bouncer. Bruh, they ain't booked me to come in here. I gotta pay for you. Calm down. I know I'm a big rapper to you, but hold
I
on.
gotta finesse this shit,
They
nigga.
don't give a fuck about me in here. Wait a minute. So I just had that movie at the door. Now I walk
And
in.
now everyone's
I got
throat is
3
dry.
strippers begging me to get a dance. I can't do that right now. I gotta give this money to the DJ. I need my song playing. I gotta throw these ones. If you on stage at that time, you might be alright.
Right.
But look here, I gotta work my set. Now I just walked up here, but DJ Meek going through what he going through. I don't know this. I'm going through what I'm going through. He don't know this. We clashing. We clashing. Everybody gotta have consideration for everybody.
Everybody.
That was the whole point of that. Everybody gotta have consideration for everybody. I like how DJ Meek started off. He told the DJs, you know these artists already got a complex. An artist, 30 niggas just told me I'm the biggest nigga in the streets.
You said you
Before I walked in here.
The 5 who came or the
Nah, this was the 30 niggas that turned me down already.
Okay, these ones
But
that
they
didn't
just
come.
boost my head up.
Yeah.
I still got air in my head. Don't worry about if they ain't show up or not. I'm still boosted up. I'm still the hottest nigga in the streets. So understand, you know, it just come with a consideration, man. It come with patience. It come with compassion for each other.
Right.
I'm just trying to say, yo, don't kill each other on the practice field. We still gotta play the game. Don't kill each other on the practice field. We're trying to get to the Super
There was a lot of
Bowl.
jams being dropped. I was
Come
like, hold
on.
I think it was it was the last time it was at the office. You was there and it was a show. Breeze performed. And one young artist was like, he came in there, I came in and I so happened to know him. But he know I got a relationship with you. But he was mad at you. Man, you gonna play my music, da 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 da. You know? And he was getting mad. Man, I'm about to check. You about to check who? Like, I look at that nigga like, and I just hard got my ring about. Yeah, man, premium, man. Yo, ain't you told me this nigga cool? Yeah, he cool. Man, I'm about to check, man. You about to check who? Man, yeah.
Right.
You in his playground.
Right.
You do know that, right?
Right.
Y'all not out there. Y'all in here. So after you check him, then what? Man, he gonna know not to play with me no more. And he ain't gonna play your shit.
He ain't gonna play your shit no more.
Yo,
Listen.
whatever the miscommunication was,
And that young fella,
just wait after and
and
go
that
talk.
young guy was blessed because he had you in his school.
He lucky I walked in.
Somebody
when I
gave
walked
him some
in.
knowledge. Somebody gave him some knowledge. Like I say, everybody should take their personal
Boy, you
responsibility
you
to deal with
stupid.
that. Cause you know how many other artists versus a Preem would have walked past him and said, "I hear you, boy, you tripping." I got my bottle. I came here to enjoy myself. Hey, you go fuck up your own life.
And that's some real shit, bro. That situation probably happened because of the way that they approached me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
he
know
don't
what.
even know who you
And
talking about.
you know what I told him?
He
I
just
said,
saying.
I said, you know what you gonna do? And I told him just like this. You know what you gonna do? You gonna wait after all this. You see, this nigga, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Yo, what do you think? What you gonna talk to about a nigga at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Right.
Lord knows how many. Cause I know this nigga right here. He's jumping from one club to the other club. Radio station.
This nigga got
Yo,
business.
nigga,
Right,
what
right,
you?
right, right.
Yo, wait till it's all and just talk to him and tell him like, you know, hey, I didn't like how you came at me or such and such. And I listen, I know me in a whole different way, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
He gonna explain to you what's going on.
yeah, me
That's
gonna
it.
tell you, okay, you know, if he feel
Like,
like he was
look,
wrong,
bro,
okay,
I
this is
did
why I did
this,
this and I did that, you know? But you gonna check who, where, not
And
here.
then,
Yeah,
see,
okay.
what I'm
Traumatized they
What
about
And I'm not gonna be helping
What I'm
you.
trying to
It's not happening.
What I'm trying to get
Damn
people to
right.
understand is, you gotta understand, man. Especially when you got when you blessed to run into DJs like the Meat and there's others. I told you I don't want to keep naming names because
Right.
everybody.
Everybody
we got
goes somebody
we got
away.
a real,
You ain't missing
yeah, we got a real personal city. You know what I mean? It's real touchy.
Real touchy.
You know what I
Who
mean?
the phone?
It's real personal. So it's real touchy.
Office.
All I want to do is I just want to show people how when you run across somebody like a DJ Meat, you can have a conversation.
Don't
with
judge
him.
me, I'm a mom.
You know what I mean? You can have a conversation with a DJ Meat. You can articulate yourself with him, and y'all can rectify the situation. Yeah, and be on a common ground, and that's all it takes.
Well, see, listen, I'm gonna say this because a lot of DJs with a little power do be assholes. You feel me? Some niggas be feeling themselves.
No, some of them don't have power and they be feeling themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Right,
you know what I'm
right.
saying? I understand my power, and I've never been that type of nigga to
To
use that
use
shit.
it. Right,
You
right.
feel me? Because I ain't that type of nigga. But you know what I'm saying? But
Right, but everybody don't have that aspect or that look on things.
Right.
So here we go again.
And-
Conversation.
and there's another thing too.
Aspects.
Word of the
things.
day.
Just like you as an artist may have an ego, a lot of these DJs have bigger egos
Bigger
than you.
egos than you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Right. No.
it's like I say, it's really got to be a understanding when y'all converse because
in every listen, this is what I'm trying to say. We all not gonna be able to speak.
Yeah, of course not. And that's what you can understand as well. Everybody not gonna fuck with you. Everybody not gonna like you.
Everybody not no fan of you.
Right.
It's artists who popping right now who are biggest DJs that tell you I don't like that shit. I just play it because everybody want to hear it. Oh, there you go, bingo. Everybody want to hear it.
That's the real shit.
Yeah.
That's why I play a couple records. That's why I play a lot of records because everybody want to
Come
hear it.
on, he's not a personal fan of the music, but everybody want to hear it. But here we go. Miami, we gotta know these fundamentals. We gotta know these things. We can't
He can't leave out of there and then be like, man, that nigga ain't play shit.
This nigga was playing a bunch of whack shit. And some of these DJs like, man, listen, I'm real humble nowadays and I try to protect everybody's feelings and I try to be fair.
But some niggas whack.
It's a lot of arrogant DJs that, bro, I could go on social media while y'all spinning and it's people
talk
everyday
about
people
you.
saying, who the fuck is this DJ playing right now? Oh my God, he's whack. I'm not gonna run to you and show you the shit. But I don't expect for you to be the one saying, oh, y'all artists better do this, y'all artists better do that. Like, bruh, we need a common ground. 'Cause you don't even know these people telling you whack. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know this. So now you're showing me you got a disconnection with the people. You don't even know they're talking about you. You think I'm finna believe that you finna break my record?
You don't even really know what the streets is
You don't
talking
know what's going on. So now, like I say, back to conversation. All this stuff got to be brought to the table. We can't keep sitting around and knowing this
Conversations in the
shit.
streets.
Right.
How much stuff have I said? How much stuff have I said today that they just told me, yeah, we just talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, we was just talking about that. We gotta have a conversation and it gotta be vocal. It ain't about I'm slapping you on the wrist, I'm pointing the blame at you, but this is stuff that has to be said. Even if it's said in a broad way, you don't gotta point the finger at people, but it gotta be fixed.
One thing I said in my meeting with my DJ is, if you supposedly fuck with this person and they can't come to you and tell you how they feel if you fucking up, then like you really right, there's no relationship.
No relationship. Mm-hmm.
We gotta get to that point where whatever Bree said to me ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
Right.
I may be hot about the
Vice
shit.
versa. Vice
You
versa.
feel me? But it's, you know,
Yeah, vice versa.
it's coming from a place of trying to get me better. You feel me?
Right.
That's the only place. That's how you gotta perceive the shit.
And it's the crib. Y'all gotta understand that. This the crib. This is that place. This is the place where if somebody tell you your shit whack, you don't take that to the heart. You go make your shit better because we ain't send you to New York with that whack shit.
Yeah, we want
We
to
ain't
make
tell
sure
you to
get
go
it right now.
go label the label with that
Listen,
whack shit.
And regardless of what anybody say, Miami is the hardest city to get a
We
buzz
are.
in.
We are.
But even to this day,
We are.
bro, we'll talk about other shows don't come down to Miami
Yeah.
because they're afraid that they won't get the money back. Big name artists don't come down to Miami because they feel like,
Still waiting on
well, that market ain't that strong.
No, it's not even that strong. This crowd is so tough.
Have to go to
Right.
Atlanta.
No, but-
The crowd is so
Tours,
tough.
yeah.
One thing about Miami,
They're not even
No, it's support.
No, but
If they fuck with you, they gonna come out and support.
I told them
but Miami really more often than not,
Right.
they don't fuck with
The
a lot of
B2K
niggas.
tour not even coming down here.
That's what we
We
talked
talked about that on Wednesday. Me too. I'm
B2K.
angry too.
Unless they put like a
for
line
pretty,
in
you
the
need to
top.
That's not over with now. That's crazy.
You trying to tell me when? Oh, y'all. Oh, they get in the car because they saw me doing the
SNDS, what's going on?
Yeah, DJ Me.
Yeah, this is me. What's going on with you? How you doing?
All right, I'm calling from Charlotte, South Carolina.
Oh, you from Carolina? What's going on with you, man? Talk to us. We live on air right now.
Oh, all right, man. I call it wrong. Now, I call it talk anything, but call and check and let y'all know. You know, I'm rocking with y'all all the way down from South Carolina.
Hey, we appreciate it, man. Thank you. I got your text. We gonna talk, all right? I appreciate you calling.
All right. Charles in the building, baby.
All right, appreciate you.
All right.
All right, tell a friend.
Calling in from the Carolinas, see how fucked up we is. See what I'm saying? We gotta fix this shit. We got to fix this shit.
I was telling them Wednesday night that 2 big concerts I went to last year was Kendrick Lamar and Chris Brown, and both were in West Palm, and I was like, wow, that's random. West Palm. Why, I thought it was gonna be American Airlines.
It's not a strong
Arena.
market.
But it's
not
at
a
the
strong
amphitheater,
market no more.
West Palm, and I was
Unless
like,
they got a
Don't get
Latin
me wrong,
artist, that's the only way
Don't get me wrong,
you could
it's tons of money here. It's tons of different people. It's more diverse than anywhere. But simple fact, like, we don't have the city behind the music. You
Right.
feel me? So
Right.
we would never see the profits of
Right.
it.
What happened to our trends?
It was
What
a
happened
one
to
time.
what happened to us? Like, we used to be a city
to be
where
trendsetters.
people follow our trends.
Hey, believe it or not,
We
it was one
started
point
following
in
everybody
time.
else.
It was one point in time. I'm gonna say 07, 08. Nigga, the city was strong.
Mm-hmm.
And
Even
this
after
is what we
that,
and this is
even
what
after
we
that,
this is what we gotta
2010,
do.
2012.
Yeah, the city,
City was strong.
The city was strong.
We
You
had a
had each
strong
other.
market.
The city was strong.
And
you
this
had
is
the grandmas.
we gotta
the-
understand.
City was
Yes,
strong.
yes. We had a
Yeah.
great run. We had
Yeah,
a
the
great
city was
Miami,
strong.
but we did not build a foundation strong.
No, you know what too, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna take response. Shoot the messenger if you want to do that. Yo, as artists, we kind of fucked that shit up too.
Why you say that?
Because listen, it was a point in time. I was part of that run. You know what I'm saying? We were strong as hell, and then a lot of deals got put on the table. And guess what? Us typical,
Not
Miami
knowing the
niggas,
business.
not
Say
knowing the
that.
business, but we
Not
street
having a
niggas,
Lack of knowledge.
and
Not
that lack of
having these
knowledge, and we
conversations.
fucked up a lot of money.
wow.
Right.
Yeah.
And I can't even. Listen, I'm only speaking because I was in that mix.
Those are the stories that I've heard from
Yeah.
those artists from that time, though.
Right.
We
Right.
fucked up a lot of money. I seen $7 million get fucked up. What?
Right. Right.
Off the rip.
So
Don't call no names.
I'm not. Hold on, y'all.
No,
we're not
I seen
doing
7 M's, 5 M's. I seen
Yeah.
some money get fucked up,
Right.
and we was at our peak. And at that time, it was everybody.
Related, at least
Yo, it got to the point where other people were stealing our sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I'm saying?
You got
We
promoters
got-
in here, man. Shit crazy.
Don't forget tonight, Fantasy Friday, man. PTs pull up.
Oh, he
Order
wanna
them
hear
lemon pepper
he wanna hear
wings. I might come
shameless-
through and get
Oh, he wanna hear
some.
shameless plug. We got promoters in here pressing us.
What time? Because they lemon pepper
Right,
wings
that's
is
what
on
I was
point.
But see, listen.
I'm like, I
But
might
wait.
go with you.
Because my dog ain't just a promoter.
Nah, he's not.
No, where you going? Where you going?
He a jack of all trades. Look, no, for real. No. Let's let the city know what's going
Because
on.
listen,
Let's let the
because
city know what's going on.
Miami is he was an artist.
Okay, we're going to call you.
We fucked up a lot.
We
of money,
did
though.
though. But you know,
Fucked up a
like,
lot of money.
Like, okay, DJ Cox. This is a manager slash DJ slash promoter.
/ artist. That nigga was an
Slash
artist.
I
artist.
just walked out the door.
Yesterday he put a mean Throwback Thursday picture up.
Did you see it?
Shout out to the Throwback Thursday, Cox. We saw you and CP doing your thing with the ponytail in the back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We saw it all. But no, man, we come from a strong foundation at the crib, man, and it's just this is generations of stuff we gotta carry on, and if we lose it, we're gonna lose it. So y'all gotta understand what's going on, man. I need the young artists to mesh with the older artists and understand the business, like Preem was just talking about.
But see,
We could get hot as possible and
Listen.
still miss the business.
I think the older artists need to understand that if you get a younger artist up under your wing, he can help push you too.
That's without being like
No,
that's
no,
another
some real
thing
shit.
I cannot fathom.
Listen, I understand what you're thinking, because you're not going to use him to get on, but the simple fact that his fans will become your fans.
Yeah, of course.
Your fans will become
Because
his
you
fans.
helped them.
You know what I'm saying?
And you believe in him, so your fans fucking with him. This person, oh yeah, this is the guy that put my guy on.
Right.
Like, well, I don't like him.
And the respect level for that is even more. You'll get more respect for that. Like that you're more entwined with the younger generation.
Yeah.
And just I'm just step back and just be OG.
And,
That's
but
cool, but
here go
OGs
the thing.
don't. You feel me?
Here go the thing in Miami. I don't think that's ever been a problem in Miami. What I think about Miami is we tear each other down. Like we always tear each other down. Some way, somehow, we find a way. We find a way to discredit our big artists.
I hear a lot of Miami artists say that, and is it solely based on right now? I don't know who's hot, but I need to be the next up. So I ain't fucking
It
with
ain't-
that
it's
one,
not-
and I
I
ain't
don't
gonna.
really think it's
What is
that.
it?
I don't
What
really
is it?
think
Because I
it's
hear a
that.
lot of people
It's
say that. Like, you know,
Miami, it's our mindset. Like I say, a lot of successful artists.
I'm gonna tell you what it really is.
Talk to me.
From a child, growing up, you was always taught, don't be no friendly ass shit.
Right. We got that mentality.
That's the mentality. So now, as we older, even if simple conversation is
It's
too long,
friendly.
it's friendly.
Yeah, it's considered friendly.
You feel me?
Right.
So if we don't have a real relationship with this person,
I crossed that out. I crossed that out when I
Shit,
came into the
flashback.
music industry because I learned that I said, damn, I come from growing up like you don't talk to motherfuckers you don't know. But guess what? When you in this music industry,
you got to.
you have to.
You have to.
Oh, that acting
So
around friendly shit.
yeah, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. When I first started doing music and it started getting noticed on another level, people is bumping into me saying, "What's up, Bree?" And I'm like, "Boy, who the fuck?"
That's that mentality.
But now it's more so I can almost tell what they gonna say before they say it. Like, cause I know for a fact I don't know you. I don't know you from.
Bro, listen.
Hey, what's up, Bree?
Bro,
What's up?
I shake
It's
at
not
least 30 to 40 hands
Yeah,
before I get
unknown. And
Like-
you can't.
Now, yo, me.
We do. We gotta embrace that.
So
So
you have to. That's a
easy.
part of
That's an
trying
easy
to go.
one though. I think that's an easy one. Everybody should be able to
But
grasp that.
not for
concept.
those who never experienced the other
Right,
side of
right,
it. See,
right.
you got a chance to experience
Right.
the love for real. You feel me? Where it scared you, like, hold on, wait, this a real love?
Right.
This happened to me too. Like my
Yeah,
first
I was
time
skeptical.
really getting outside the city, I
Outside the
really-
city, you get a lot of love.
a lot of love. Like I thought nigga tried to rob me. It was real
What?
shit.
Right,
It was it was too much love. Like wait a minute. You feel me?
Yeah.
Right.
Got your hand on
But
the
you,
pistol like, hold on,
Right.
boy.
but you get a grasp and you understand. So guess what? What I do is I share that feeling with the younger generation. When I'm in these studios and we rocking, I'm telling these stories. I'm letting them know what's gonna happen to them before it happens. Hey, listen, man, your song finna be hot. These DJs gonna fuck with you. Go in there and shake their hands. Go in there and rock with them. Damn, Bree, boy, you told me that nigga was gone. Yeah, they love you forever. I'm trying to tell the older generation, don't be scared of the younger crowd. Don't say they're too wild. Don't say, oh, they dumb.
I like wild
They don't
shit.
understand.
I swear
Don't
to
say
God,
this.
I like wild shit.
But this what these
I
younger
love when the crowd
dudes
is crazy.
This what these younger dudes get. This
Crazy,
the
I like
feeling they
it.
get. This the vibe they get.
You gotta have the so I was like, you know, it's one thing to go to an event and you sit there and you take pictures, and I'm like, you should leave with knowledge and contacts over a picture to flex on the gram. Because
Right.
saying that you met, if you were in a room with someone that had knowledge and influence and power,
And you
and
ain't
all
got
you
no-
got was a
No
motherfucking picture,
You
you
lost.
lost. You
Lost.
failed.
Wait.
Well, it depends how you use it. You
No,
know what?
wait,
Because
no,
you can use it to your.
no,
Wait,
no,
wait.
But
lost.
you still should
Wait.
be able to
Lost.
leave out of there with a
Listen.
contact.
Listen. Y'all think they lost.
They felt like they won because the following and what they're gonna get on
They
the
ain't
ground.
win.
No, because
They ain't win.
That's a
it's
moment
instant
in time
gratification.
right
That's
now.
instant
That's
gratification.
instant gratification. That's a
The
moment
whole
in
purpose,
time.
the whole purpose for you, the artist, if you didn't
I
go
mean,
there
unless you
to
a chick
meet that
spinning
person,
and you
was
on
for
TV and shit happens. But
obtain knowledge, right? Or I don't know. Some people go there just for the look.
Just
See?
for their fans.
You're right.
Their
Tell you
fans.
something.
so that's where the conversation
this
is.
connection.
Instant
What?
gratification.
For the look.
This is where that disconnection
Because when
comes
they post that
from.
picture on
Because-
Instagram now, what happens?
What you mean? What
What you mean?
happened?
Just a little-
It's
Yeah.
followers.
Just for the
It's
look.
That's what
I'm
I'm
gonna say I'm
saying.
And it's
But
like,
it's in that
But
moment.
they didn't even network or anything. But they
what
were
moment? What you talking about? That picture
Yeah.
that say
So
from
now what
48
happened?
weeks
Then after
ago?
that, and then what
That
happened
moment
That's
don't
it.
last
That's
until
it.
they press
That's it.
delete.
Yeah.
When it's on the internet, it's on the internet.
Yeah.
I get what he's
you
saying.
better understand what's going on with the disconnection. That's where we disconnect that. I understand what y'all saying. I know that. Give a fuck about a picture. You know how many motherfuckers I done been in the and I done got knowledge and gems from that I can use to this day. I ain't got no picture with them. I done shook hands with plenty big people in this game. I ain't got no pictures with them. I wish I did.
Now I can get. I
But
can
get what? But get what?
It just speaks 1,000 words.
My 60,000 followers would have been 600,000 followers.
You know what?
Oh,
Real nigga shit.
Hey, you know
Yeah,
what?
real nigga.
Oh,
You gotta look at it from the outside looking in.
Fact.
Man,
outside looking in.
if this younger generation
persona.
knew the people
They only see what
or
they
the
only respect what they
relationships
see.
I built in this industry,
My
I
friend,
know for a fact
it's
my
the
career
facade.
would be on
It's
another
on-
level right now.
For this game.
It's a facade. Like you building that like you
I ain't gonna call it that because guess what? All the same stuff that they could get from a person like you, gaining the knowledge and whatever it comes from that situation versus their picture, they can catch up to the same knowledge that you learned.
but it might be too late though.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna
Never
say
know.
that. You never know. It's a
Yeah.
gamble. It's
Yeah.
rolling the dice.
It really is.
Right now, this internet world is faster than that knowledge world that we had back then. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So guess what? From that picture, he might gain more than what I gained from just learning this knowledge from this person. And never even had to sit in a room and listen to the shit. He ain't
Right,
have,
because
to,
I talk
he ain't
a lot
have to
about-
listen to nothing. It's what people gonna dictate off this picture.
It's the optics, because I do talk about that, because at the end of the day, if you work in PR, your PR person will how to put guide you towards things that optically will make you look like you popping.
Take
So
that
you
picture
gotta
with
be
him.
able to finesse
Take that
both
picture with
sides.
him. Versus this artist saying, hold on, I want to hear what he got to say. It ain't that world no more. I know this.
That's the sad part of it.
It is sad.
It's
It
not that
is
world
sad.
no more. You feel me?
But we gotta, come on, we can't spin the world back.
Right.
We can't spend time back.
Gotta
We
adjust,
can't stand
We
adapt,
that
have
way.
to
and
adjust
have
and
the
adapt.
conversation.
And have the
I'm
conversation.
coming with models, nigga.
Come on. This is what's gonna happen. Like, we might have to name the summit that have the conversation. We
Conversation
gotta
in the
have
street.
the conversation, man.
Conversations
Like,
in the
Come here,
streets.
Mark.
come on, we gotta have it because if we don't, we're gonna have a lack of knowledge, and that's what's
Yeah.
gonna kill us.
But see, my
Other markets are gonna run past us. Other markets are gonna
Mhm.
fucking do numbers around us quick, easy. Oh, they don't fucking know what's going on. Let's go use their radio station.
Yeah.
Let's go use their strip clubs.
And that's what they've been doing
Let's
for the
go use their
longest.
outlets.
You know what
Like,
I noticed?
listen,
Every 7 years, it comes back to us.
7 year itch.
But when it comes back, do we utilize? That's
No.
the thing.
Zero.
That's the thing.
It
We don't
comes back,
utilize.
but I don't know why it's so
Everybody
long.
else
Every 7
utilizes when
years,
it comes
give
to
or
their
take,
city,
it comes
when
back.
it comes to their market, when the shine is on them. You know what I mean? But I understand what Meat is saying. Like, we can have this conversation all day. It's about how we put it in motion, how we go forward, what's the progress. But I did want to open doors for the conversation.
no,
I wanted to open the doors because you got a lot of people holding shit in, boggling shit in, and then they moving off the anger. You know what I'm saying? The shit they can't figure out.
So real shit, I did that for a while too,
Right?
because
right.
I didn't really want to voice my opinion because I know the way I am.
Right.
You special.
It's good. No, it's good to know yourself.
No,
It's good
trust
to
me,
learn
'cause-
yourself.
Listen, man, I sit and I listen. I'm an observer. I'll sit and I watch. And if I say something to you and you respond away, I already know you're not ready to have a conversation with me.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I know. Okay, you know.
Oh yeah, I know. That's a conversation stopper,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, right
That's
there.
it, and
That's
You
it.
can't know
Oh,
because
you
we
know.
having this conversation.
Oh, I tell that to my daughter all the time. Oh, you know.
Right.
Why am I telling you this
And
thing?
that's at the time that was going on. Like every time I ask you something, and I give my feedback. Oh yeah, I know this, but why the fuck you ask me then?
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
All right. So look, this is a broad standpoint. This is stuff we gotta put this stuff together in the workshop.
I was gonna say now,
This is
so
stuff you
where,
put together. Guess what?
where does
You can't use that word "I know" in my workshop.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a no go.
Rule number one.
Rule number one,
There's no
you can't tell me if you
no,
know.
everything there's
Because
no
you here
room to
because
grow.
you don't know.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen,
Butt hurt, get the fuck
anything that we feel is a problem, there's a solution to.
Right.
We got to figure out the solution.
Somebody gotta be vocal about it.
Let's work towards the
So
solution.
now this is where, and you guys created a perfect platform for this. 'Cause
Yeah.
this is where now the emails need to be sent and the letters.
Yeah,
need to be
let's
written
get
to say,
it. Let's
hey,
get to it.
we wanna do this.
Yeah, let's
Are you
get to
interested
it.
in helping these guys? Just come
Right,
through for
right.
give us an hour of your time.
You don't gotta ask them. They coming.
I'm
I
saying-
speak for Dade
Okay,
County. They
okay.
coming.
So just
All the
Yeah.
old heads that all the younger generation are fussing out and they got vendettas with, these are guys that want to help. I know this personally because they've helped me. It ain't no other way. Like, they ain't got nothing from me. I ain't had to pay them. I ain't have to do nothing. These guys have given me knowledge. These guys given me gems. These guys have helped me along with careers. It's been times when I've popped up and it's just like, oh yeah, it's love, it's genuine. So that's my whole problem. That's why I want to be vocal about it. I don't want to be the spokesman for the artist. I don't want to be that. I don't want my phone blowing up when I leave.
Right,
I don't want my DMs.
Cause you know how that
Yo,
shit
nigga,
be.
I just.
Cause you
I'm
know,
telling
listen,
them now. I don't
you know
want
how
none of
you know
that.
how it go.
I don't want to be the spokesman. I just wanted to open the doors to the conversation.
Yeah.
I want people to understand, like, yo, we have people that we can reach out to in the city to give us the knowledge that we lacking. We got tunnels that we can take to help us get to the next level. Y'all not seeing it, or it's people blocking the doors.
Y'all
We
don't
gotta
know
move
people
them out the way.
exist.
We gotta move them out the way, and we gotta put people in position that want to do better for the city, that don't
And-
got personal gain on their mind.
And again, support these avenues, the outlets that supporting you.
We need to understand what support is too.
Right,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
support
We gotta
ain't
walk through it.
support ain't pulling up, texting me, hey, woman at the door, boy, you got me.
That's not support.
That ain't support.
That's
Yeah.
not support.
Yeah.
That's you trying to get in for free and enjoy yourself. Once
The
again,
flex
that's
on the
personal
ground.
gain. That's personal gain.
But-
Like I say, we gotta separate.
But you know what though, on the person that came tip, you gotta think about it like this. I'm gonna use me for example. Why would I deal with me if I can't gain from me?
Listen,
that?
on some real shit, that's how I'm personally.
If I can't gain from you, why am
Yeah.
I talking to you?
Right.
Like I understand what you're saying about the person in the game, but at the end of the day, this is a business, and me, I'm very good with numbers. I may not be too good, like you know, my dog he called me knife tree.
Right,
You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right,
I'm not the sharpest knife in a tree,
right,
but
right, right,
you know what I'm
Lord
saying?
have mercy.
I'm very good with numbers,
right, right.
and it's like,
Nah,
how
you
can
should.
you
Nah,
laughing
you
at
should.
me, man?
You should.
Hey, if I know me has a platform. Everybody, and it's always been like that. And I don't know if I can cuss or, but it's been like that in the dope game. Yeah, you're right. Mind your business. Mind your business, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's always been like that in the dope game and everything. It's like, yo, why am I messing? How can I benefit from you?
Right.
What can you do for me?
Right, right,
On
right.
some
Because to
real,
be honest with you, like I got that mindset. Yo, I got my own money. Don't need no nigga.
Mm.
And another nigga mindset gonna be like, nigga, I don't need you neither.
Right, right.
But how can we come on common grounds? Because it's gotta be somewhere we can meet, and I can do for you, you can do for me.
Me.
So it has to have some type
I'm
of personal gain.
gonna say what the problem.
It has to have some type of personal gain.
Right, and I'm gonna say where the problem comes in. When you, as an artist, have your own money, but you're still trying to use me to do service for free. You feel me?
They mutton.
That's where
Right.
the problem comes in. Niggas try to
Right.
mud the love. You feel me?
But we from Miami and we
Right.
understand that.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. We gonna stop all that. It's 2019. We trying to get to another place. Don't play with it. You know what it is. You know this shit is a paid service, bruh. Let's make it work.
But listen,
You gonna pay for what you want.
Me
When you want to
personally.
get those new Jordans, what you gonna do?
Don't pay for 'em.
You can't finesse nobody out them Jordans. You finna pay for them.
Get in there.
But not in the same token. You see how I say it was personal gain? So now, I know I need you. But in the same token around, you gotta look at it like you need me too. One hand washes the other.
Right.
Right.
Okay, Mr. Promoter. Okay, you hear me popping, but now you don't want to pay me for my show. How long? Come on, bro. I just spent
Those
X
are the
amount
conversations we
I
need.
just spent X amount of dollars to get this
That's why I
buzz.
say. That's why I say we need the promoters in the building.
Yeah.
We need everybody because everybody, but just like promoters, niggas gonna want the promoters
promoters
too.
too. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas gonna bring 30 niggas to the door.
Right.
The promoter gets paid through people who come to the
the door.
party.
And
So
my,
we gotta understand everybody give and take. You get what I'm saying?
at my highest peak, I used to go do shows. Remember what that spot was? Barchetta's on the Bay.
Right, cheddars on them face.
Nigga, I used to, they used to book me for shows.
Miss that shit.
Yo, they used to book me for shows, and listen to me. I have like 50 niggas at the door to come see me, but guess what? All of them broke. So now if they, listen, ain't no bullshit, man. All of them
Oh
broke.
no, I've seen it.
And,
It still happens.
and you know what I'm saying? If they break bread on me and they give me a little 2 B's, 5 B's, whatever they give me,
I done spent
guess
that
what? I
getting
spent that whole
everybody
shit to
in.
get
Get
all
all
these
y'all
niggas in there.
niggas in.
And guess what?
All that shit.
Hey, listen, they might front me
Plus
2 bottles,
bottles.
and if the 2 bottles still not enough for all these niggas. So guess what? I
Come
still
on.
gotta come out my pockets and buy
Appreciate
bottles.
that. Right.
That's the type of
Appreciate
nigga I
that.
was.
Appreciate
And you know what? I
that.
had to learn. You know what? Hey, you know what? Just this was gonna happen. Hey, look, it's not. Don't take it personal. You can't come with me, bro.
Right.
You broke.
Right.
Look, if you ain't helping,
And
bro,
this
don't take
come
it
with the
personal.
game. This
Yeah,
come with the
go
game. Let me
on,
tell you,
man.
this come with the game. When I say this come with the game, this is about anything that we deal with. I don't care if you fixing cars. I don't care if you fucking dealing with fucking, you could be putting on nails, alright? Anything you come up with, you gonna have to run your trial and error. You gonna have to spend some money to understand this is a more efficient way for me to spend money. You might wake up every day and be putting gas in your car for $3.29 a gallon. That's only because you made a right at the stop sign. Hey, let me make a left today. You made a left and now you spending $2.97 on gas. Oh my damn, I'm making a left every time. I just figured it out. But guess what? You had to spend that $3.29 to even understand you could spend that $2.97. And it's just, this is what I try to compare the Miami music scene to. Everybody is getting mad, everybody's getting upset, but guess what? Here's another thing. How many people are gonna tell people that you ain't gotta make that right at the stop sign?
And I said that there gotta be people
they
that are
gonna
gonna
cuff
be
that
willing
How
to
many
make that.
people gonna tell people that they keep seeing spending $3.29, you can come over here and spend $2.97? Everybody ain't gonna do that from Miami, because we not friendly. That go back to what DJ Me said. Now we gotta adjust. The time has changed. We gotta adjust and figure out what we gonna do to better our city. We can't be crabs in a bucket and say, as soon as I find a way, I'm not gonna tell this other person about it. We can't do that. We can't do that, bruh. That's why we not winning, and we wonder why we keep bigging up other cities and saying, and I don't got no problem with the other cities. I keep trying to tell y'all, I love my city so much, I stay here. Because I could go to these other cities and get unconditional love. They're rolling out red carpets for me. I walk in these cities and it's like, oh, you a Miami nigga, we love you. Oh my God, here you go, I'm gonna give it to you. And I keep saying like, damn, why my city not like this?
You got them agreeing with you on the Instagram.
They need to see this. My city needs to understand what's going on. We are a strong, powerful market, but we're killing ourselves. We gotta work together, we gotta support stuff when it's winning. Like, I'm still not gonna say names. We gotta support the artists that's winning. When they're on top, we need to make sure they stay on top.
Yeah.
So they can open the doors for y'all. Don't fucking tear them down and say, nah, when I open the door.
Now,
Cause
then
guess
they
what?
gonna
They
sing.
open
Cause
it up.
guess what?
shut
I'm
the
not
door
gonna do that
behind
shit.
them.
They gonna shut it behind them
Yeah.
and act like
Put
they don't know
concrete on that
nothing.
bitch.
Yeah.
So it's like, come
Light
on,
coming
man.
through.
Come on, y'all gotta understand, man. Support is a train. It's a fucking train, man. Everything counts. The wheels, the tracks, the fucking locomotive, everything counts. The motherfucker that's saying choo choo counts.
Okay.
We need everybody
For
to
movement.
pull in.
For
It's a
movement.
movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. We losing out. We missing so much, man. And I just want us to grasp that fact, man. I don't want to hold everybody. I know we've been here for damn near 2 hours talking this shit.
Lit show, 3 hours actually, but lit
3
show.
hours.
Lit show.
I don't want to hold everybody, man, but I want everybody to leave with this. Like, if they don't leave with nothing else, I want everybody to leave with, damn, there's doors that's open for us to create a Miami music train, a music pipeline, for us to introduce new artists, for us to continue new artist success, for us to continue successful artist success that's already been on the platform. Because you go to other cities and markets and you're gonna hear their new artists. You're gonna hear their artists from fucking 95 that had a hit. You're gonna hear artists from fucking right then and there, and you're gonna hear artists that just had success and they continue in their success that we may consider one-hit wonders. But guess what? Their city is gonna continue to play their records. You know what I'm saying?
The Bahamian Hair Queen said, but everybody's not meant to be in your elevation.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
That's the
but
person that realized they can't rap though.
I'm a spread it. I'm still spread the love. I just want them to have the knowledge, man.
Yeah.
You know what
Well,
I'm
listen,
saying?
man.
That's what I want everybody to leave with. You dig?
Spread the message.
Just that message.
Stay tuned to SNDS.
That's
See?
they're fine.
You're right.
They're
Tell
fine.
you something.
That's where the
Just that
conversation
disconnection.
What?
This is where that disconnection
Because when
comes
they
from.
post that picture on
Because-
Instagram now, what happens?
What you mean? What happened?
Just a little-
It's
Yeah.
violence.
Just for a look.
That's what
I'm
I'm
gonna say, I'm gonna
saying.
say,
And it's
But
like,
it's in that moment.
But they didn't even network or anything. But they
what
were
moment? What you talking about? That picture that say
So
from
now what
48
happened?
weeks
Then after
ago?
that, and then what
That
happened
moment
That's
don't
it.
last
That's
until
it.
they press
That's it.
delete. When it's on the internet, it's on the internet.
Yeah.
I get what he's
You
saying.
better understand what's going on with the disconnection. That's where we disconnect at. I understand what y'all saying. I know that. Give a fuck about a picture. You know how many motherfuckers I done been in and I done got knowledge and gems from that I can use to this day. I ain't got no picture with them. I done shook hands with plenty big people in this game. I ain't got no pictures with them. I wish I did.
Now, I
Get
ain't gonna
what?